Alright. Let me just get Stream Manager up. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, it should be saying I'm live soon. Alright, cool. Okay. Everything looks good. Hopefully everything sounds good. Because I have a new setup now. uh, I haven't been able to go live for a bit because I moved down to Florida for college since the semester's starting up. And so I've got a brand new setup. I mean, it's not really a brand new setup. It's the same setup in a new location. I just reset everything back up the same. Um, but like, internet connection and stuff is kind of different, so hopefully that's good. At least just doing like some random like test recordings and stuff. It seemed okay. Hello. Um, so I think everything should be fine. Like I was assuming it'd be fine. Like the internet here is good. I just wanted to like audio's good and visual's good too. Okay, cool. Hopefully it stays that way. Um, 'Cause that, so far so good. Um, so yeah, the plan for today's stream is to beat Sephiroth and then do the Mushroom 13. I have to beat Sephiroth first because you need Fenrir for some of the Mushroom 13. Um, it's actually pretty nice because on the way to Sephiroth is when you meet the Mushroom 13. So I've already done Mushroom 2. It's the only one that's been done so far because you have to do one of them to get Tranquility resources for the Ultra Weapon. Goofy even has a Mushroom 13 shield. Um, it's honestly better than like For the King Plus. Happy Shrew. Yep. So by the end of today's stream, hopefully all of them will be just like Mushroom 2, and also Sephiroth over here will be defeated. Oh, there he is. He's so brooding. What is Cloud doing?
What is Cloud doing?
Show me your strength. That's enough.
Show me your strength. That's enough.
He always starts with that attack. Can I do 2 full combos? No, I cannot. But he whiffed. Okay, nice job, Sephiroth. You're off to a good start, bud. Okay. Sephiroth is the super boss I have like the least experience fighting. Because he's the only one that you can only fight once per save file. Nope, there's still a lot. I hadn't streamed for a while because I was moving down to Florida.
That's enough.
So now that I'm in Florida with a new setup and stuff, like because I'm just trying to ease into the semester for college, I didn't stream for a bit. Okay. I mean, phase 1 is pretty chill against Sephiroth. Honestly, phase 2 is not that bad either. It's kind of bad though. I was just checking to make sure I had the right spells set up. You move in tomorrow? Yeah. Yeah, my semester started Monday. The foam squares are good. Basically, the only time there should be any audio, um, is if the person who like weed whacks the lawn outside starts doing that. But they did that yesterday, so surely they won't do it today. I'm so dead. Yep. Because I heard that for a little bit yesterday. Um, in terms of like other audio and stuff, it's totally fine. Which is nice because back in New York, I had to turn off my AC to stream because you could hear the AC like running in the background, and that was kind of obnoxious. And so it would get super hot in my room if I'd streamed for a couple hours. Um, yeah, now that's not the case. I can actually have my AC on, and it's quiet enough for you to not be able to hear it. So it's pretty good. It's pretty chill. Still sitting on the floor, but it's comfortable. Okay, nice block timing me. It's pretty chilly in New York today. I heard it's really rainy. Because it's my mom's birthday today. So, okay. Yeah, I called my
Show
mom
me
this morning and she was like, it's probably got way nicer weather
that's enough.
down there in Florida. Nice. I wish I could do aerial combos against Sephiroth. I mean, aerial combos in general do way more damage. It's just Sephiroth doesn't really give you good opportunities for aerial combos. Ow. I guess that's a good opportunity. If I do get clipped by that attack, I can mid-air reflect and then probably do an aerial combo. I love how Donald and Goofy like walk up here with you. I'm pretty sure they're in the cutscene too, right?
What is Cloud doing?
Beats me.
Come on, camera,
By the
turn.
way, you
Yeah, he says you three. He addresses Sora, Donald, and Goofy. They're in the cutscene. And like I know I'm skipping the end of the
show
cutscene,
me your
but like
strength.
he just confronts the three of you and then they're
That's
just
enough.
not in the actual fight. It doesn't really matter at all. Actually, can I only yeah, I can only use live it form. I guess it does matter if you use drive forms, but I don't really. So it doesn't really matter at all. It's just so weird how like they don't even do any effort to explain why Donald and Goofy aren't there in the actual boss fight.
Show me your strength.
Um,
That's enough.
But yeah, because at least in other cutscenes, if they want you to fight alone, like before the Dark Riku rematch in Kingdom Hearts One, Donald Goofy literally like in the cutscene walk into an invisible wall and therefore can't join you in the boss fight. It's like the laziest explanation for why it's a one-on-one ever. It's literally just that they walk into an invisible wall, um, and like bounce off of it in the cutscene. Like they don't do any effort to make it like believable at all. But it's better than this one where they're in the cutscene and then not there in the actual fight immediately after. Also, I said phase one is really chill, and I have yet to get to phase two. He's pretty tanky though, so you know. Phase two is when he starts doing like the dark orbs. Um, and it gets a lot scarier. And then phase three is when he starts getting like really weird teleporty melee combos.
Know your place.
Oh, I think he's in phase two now, right? Oh, maybe. Yeah, that's good for an aerial combo. He said a voice line. It makes me think he's in phase
Give
two.
in to the dark.
Okay, he's definitely in phase two. Honestly, him doing that uppercut move was good for me there.
Give in to the dark.
Ah, that sucked. Well, he was like half dead. Kinda. He was probably around half dead.
Show
The
me
dark
your
orbs are just kind
strength.
of annoying because they kind of force you to use a reflect immediately. And then obviously, you know, I was in the ending of my reflect spell when Sephiroth just ran up and sliced me. It should be easier than Kingdom Hearts 1 Sephiroth though. Although I had more experience fighting Kingdom Hearts 1 Sephiroth going into it. I have not fought this boss that much. Yeah, yeah, he's very tanky. Normally with enemies with this much health you do more damage because I'm pretty sure there's a damage minimum that you can do at level 1. So it's like even though they have a lot of health like and you're only level 1 stats, there's a minimum amount of damage you can deal. I guess Sephiroth's minimum is pretty low. He's very tanky. Um or maybe it's just because I'm doing ground combos. Um okay, so I've never played a Final Fantasy game. Um, and Sephiroth's a Final Fantasy villain. So I don't know exactly. I know he's called the One-Winged Angel. Um,
That's enough.
like his nickname is the One-Winged Angel. So there's that. I couldn't tell you why. If I played the Final Fantasy games, then I'd
Give in to
potentially
the
know.
dark.
But oh, dude, that reflect is brutal. Okay. I gotta wait slightly longer on the reflect, I think, so I can either try and clip him as he runs up to me and hope it staggers him, or just so I can also reflect the sword swings.
Show me your strength.
But yeah, he's called the One-Winged Angel
That's
in
enough.
Final Fantasy. I don't know why. um, but he is. In this game, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that this lore, Sephiroth's lore in the Kingdom Hearts franchise, is kind of like not entirely accurate to the lore in Final Fantasy. Where I'm pretty sure in Kingdom Hearts, Sephiroth is supposed to be
Show me
the
your
darkness
strength.
within Cloud, like a manifestation of it,
That's
and then
enough.
Tifa is supposed to be a manifestation of the light within Cloud. I think the lore of these guys, like, there's not really a ton of lore for Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts. He's just the super boss that shows up and kicks your ass, right? Like, he doesn't exactly have a ton of lore in this game or franchise. But I'm pretty sure that's what it's supposed to be. Or at least Sephiroth is just the darkness in Cloud's heart, and Tifa is like maybe the light, but also just like a character. Um, she spends the entire game just looking for Cloud, which is kind of sad because like at any given point, you know, like Cloud is just kind of hanging out in like the main area. So it's like how she doesn't find him, but whatever. Um, but yeah, that's like I don't know a lot of Sephiroth's like actual lore from Final Fantasy.
Know your place. Give in to the dark.
If he does like the whole, oh, okay, sure, I'll get an aerial combo. I did not mean to do that. I'm sorry, Sephiroth. He just jumped in the air as I happened to swing at him.
That's enough.
Oh, that's okay. That's fine. That's fine. I waited slightly longer before reflecting, thinking he was gonna run up to me and swing, and then he just stood there.
Descend. Heartless.
At least Heartless Angel in this game is just a free aerial combo. It's not threatening like at all in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Give in to the dark.
Oh, sure. Okay. Uh huh. Yep, that was definitely intentional. Okay.
Give in to the dark. That's enough.
Every time I wait slightly longer before reflecting is when he doesn't run up to do a sword sling at me.
Descend. Heartless. Give in to the dark.
See, that time I waited slightly long enough for it to. Okay, well, I'm just a dumbass. I waited slightly longer in the reflect, and it staggered him as he ran up to swing at me. Because he got clipped by the reflect instead of just having it push the orbs away. And then I thought that he would continue getting staggered, so I ran up to keep attacking, and
Show me your
evidently
strength.
not. That was pretty good, though. He was almost in phase 3.
That's enough.
I mean, I don't know exactly how much health he enters phase 3 at, but he was getting kind of low, so I'm assuming he was close to phase 3. Yeah, exactly. He staggered for like the one hit, and then I don't know if I was potentially just too slow, like if I was slightly faster and running up there, if I could have started a combo. I feel like I could
Show
have.
me your
Um,
strength.
it was risky either way.
That's enough.
Can I do like an aerial combo here? I totally can. Okay, that's cool. That's a much better start than doing a grounded combo. Aerial combos just do more damage. That's why Zigbar feels so squishy. Like Zigbar actually has like a pretty reasonable amount of health, but his fight, he feels like he's got not nearly as much health as like Syx, just because Zigbar you fight with air combos and Syx you fight predominantly with ground combos. I mean, you literally can't ground combo Zigbar, because he floats upside down. Okay, that was kind of weird. I'll take it though. Thanks, Sephiroth.
Give
Oh, that staggered him. Honestly, okay, well that was unfortunate. Him doing the uppercut move, if he just hits me with it, it's really fine. It doesn't do that much damage. It's more just a setup for him to do his air combo. But you can pretty easily reflect the air combo and get an opening.
That's
Yeah,
enough.
it's pretty long. um, the so it might actually just be better to try and let him hit me with that instead of going for a dodge. The thing is that it's hard to tell sometimes if he teleports next to you for the uppercut or if he teleports next to you for a melee combo. And as you've seen, his melee combos just kill me. Um, so it's like you have to block those or dodge them or whatever. Also, I want to point out the castle with the heartless symbol in the background.
That's enough.
Okay, sure, yep. Um, this is the ultimate weapon. Yeah. I'll be using the ultimate weapon for basically everything. I think if you're a really good player, technically the Pumpkin Moon one is better. Um, because it has, like, the ground combo finisher bonus damage, which I think makes up for the fact that it has less magic. And I think slightly less strength, too. Um, but I suck and am bad, so I'd rather have the fact that the ultimate weapon gives you significantly increased magic,
Give in to the dark.
like magic regeneration, I guess is what you'd call it. I think that was an opening if I didn't whiff. Like when you have the ultimate weapon equipped, your MP restores way faster after you like deplete it all. I think when Sephiroth like jumps like that, he's completely open to be staggered, so I went for a swing and just whiffed. Oops. Um, but
Show
you know,
me your
that's
strength.
just how it is sometimes. He's
That's
a super
enough.
boss, right? I mean, I expected it to take a while. Um, it hasn't been like that long though, you know. But yeah, so this castle in the background with the heartless symbol on it. I guess there's a few heartless symbols or kind of heartless coloration. Um, it has like no lore at all. It's just a castle that's here. You never go to it. You never like nothing ever happens there. It's not Maleficent's castle from the first game because that's the castle over that way in the background that gets turned into Ansem's castle. The one back there. Like that's okay, cool. Like that's Maleficent's castle from Kingdom Hearts 1. This whole like castle town thing over there is just in the background for no reason. I should not have done that combo finisher. Okay, so he didn't punish me. It's just it's just there. And it has no lore and you never go to it. It's in the background of the Sephiroth fight and it's in the background during the Battle of a Thousand Heartless. And that's it. It's all it is. And it's not in any other game. This is weird. I don't like this. Okay, we're fine. That was really weird, Sephiroth. I didn't appreciate that.
Give in to the dark.
Oh shoot.
Show me
Oh
you're
shoot.
heartless.
We're fine. The stars, yeah.
Give in to the dark. Give in to the dark. Give in to
He
the
got hit by
dark.
his own orb thing. Oh, this is not great though. Yeah, I'm dead here. Yeah, I shouldn't have healed.
Heartless
I
angel.
healed. I didn't expect him to just keep spamming the orbs. I was like, I gotta heal so my MP goes on recharge and stuff. I can reflect earlier. I just have to remember to just reflect again before the first one pops if I see him start running towards me. Which I should have time to
That's
do.
enough.
And then you have to reflect a third time if he's far enough away. Bonk. What's kind of weird is that you get the Fenrir Keyblade for beating him in this game. I don't think Fenrir is in Kingdom Hearts 1 as a Keyblade. I'm pretty sure it's not. It's like Cloud's themed Keyblade. Which, obviously Sephiroth and Cloud are like, the two like adversary rival things. So it makes some sense to get Cloud's Keyblade here. But you fight Cloud in like the Olympus Coliseum. I guess they didn't want it to just be like a random Olympus Coliseum reward. But you fight him in Olympus Coliseum. You could have had the Cloud Keyblade be given to you for beating Cloud, because Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts 1 has the One-Winged Angel Keyblade that you get for beating him, and One-Winged Angel is not a Keyblade you can get in this game. Um, it's an interesting Keyblade, um, in that, like, its damage, its stats are bad, but there's a chance that it does, like, a crit for, like, double damage, which is kind of neat. It's pretty cool. I don't use it because by the time I'm beating Sephiroth, I have the Ultra Weapon, and I don't think it's not that good. But they don't bring that Keyblade back, which is kind of sad because it was kind of neat.
Descend. Give in to the dark.
Okay, that
Perish
was.
now.
Oh no. Okay. I forgot he had this move. This is a really random move to be using for the first time, like this far into Phase 2 attempts. I really gotta stop going for that opening. The two times he's offered it, I've whiffed. Um, oops. Yeah, that was.
Show me your
Oops.
strength.
I'm pretty sure when he does that little tiny hop, if you do clip him in the air, you can combo him. And it's an aerial combo, and it's so nice and so appealing. My mouth just salivates thinking about it. Okay, I suck. And I whiff both times, and he just kills you. So, you know. Oops.
Show me your
Turns
strength.
out I'm really bad at this boss fight. Like I said, it's the one I have the least experience with. Out of all the 15 super bosses, it's the one that you can't fight multiple times per account. Right? So it's like the organization refights, you can keep refighting them over and over again. Lingering Will, you can keep fighting multiple times if you want to. I don't usually, because that's usually the last thing I do on like a profile. It's the last thing I'm gonna do at level 1 for sure. Um, but Sephiroth just like he's not here anymore after you've beaten him once. He and Cloud ascend into an alternate dimensional portal thing, and you okay, well, and he leaves behind the Keyblade, and there's a cutscene of them clashing, and you're like, wow, how does Cloud? It's the same thing in Kingdom Hearts 1. How does Cloud hold his own against Sephiroth when Cloud is so piss easy to beat in these games, and Sephiroth is a super boss?
That's
Um,
enough.
but anyway, um, and then yeah, in Kingdom Hearts 2, they like ascend into like they just like fly into the air and vanish, and then you never see either of them again. In fact, even in Kingdom Hearts 3, Cloud doesn't get brought back. I know Sephiroth doesn't get brought back for Kingdom Hearts 3, and the rest of the Final Fantasy cast aren't there until the DLC. But I'm pretty sure even in the DLC, Cloud's not there. I think. If he is there, he doesn't do anything. But then again, neither does Aerith or Yuffie or really Leon. It's mostly just Sid, which is kind of nuts. Because I think that's the first time Sid was important enough to get voice acting. um, in Kingdom Hearts 1, he doesn't have voice acting. I don't remember if he does in this game. I don't think Sid has voice acting in this game. But in Kingdom Hearts 3, he's like the main Final Fantasy character for the DLC. And sets up the real organization refights. So I think it's kind of funny. It's like I'm pretty sure it's the first time he got voice acting. He might have voice acting in like one or two cutscenes in this game. It's more like Leon focused though, like Kingdom Hearts 1.
Give in to the dark.
Okay, sure. He just appeared inside my reflect.
That's enough.
I'm dead. I thought he was doing Heartless Angel. I saw the sky darken, and yeah, oops. I thought he was doing Heartless Angel. Heartless Angel's so easy in this game. It's so nice. It's just a free combo, and it's a free air combo. It makes it even better. Oh,
That's enough.
I wish he would just spam that move. I think he keeps it in Phase 3, which is awesome. Because his melee combos stop being, like, counterable in Phase 3. So that was unfortunate. So the fact that he keeps Heartless Angel as a free opening is pretty nice. I mean, obviously it's not supposed to be a free opening. If for those who don't know what Heartless Angel does, if he goes like up in the air, he says "Descend, Heartless Angel," and if he finishes like his voice line and then it goes long enough without you hitting him, then he depletes all of your magic and puts you down to 1 health. Like it doesn't matter how much health you're at. and how much magic you have, he gets rid of all of your magic and he leaves you at 1 HP. Which is then usually followed up by him like teleporting next to you, swinging a melee combo, and just killing you. Um, but if you interrupt him, then it cancels that. And it's in Kingdom Hearts 1, it's actually like kind of threatening. It's not that threatening. It's mostly a free opening in Kingdom Hearts 1 too. But in this game, it takes him so long, and you have so much like faster movement than you did in Kingdom Hearts 1. I think it takes him the same amount of time to say it, but like you just move so much faster in this game that you can get to him so much more easily. Like I think like maybe like once or twice I've actually gotten Heartless Angeled, which is embarrassing. Like if it happens, like that's just sad. Hopefully it doesn't happen on stream because that I'd have to like immediately just delete my Twitch channel if that happens. It's not it's bad.
Know your place. Perish now.
What a weird move. At least they didn't, they brought back the flame pillars. He didn't stagger from that. No. I double reflected because he teleported next to me, and I wanted to make sure I got him with the reflect, and then he didn't actually get got with the reflect. Um, the flame pillars in Kingdom Hearts 1 are his most like bullshit move.
That's in
I don't know if it's like possible to realistically no-hit Sephiroth at level 1 because of the flame pillars. It's probably been done before, but the flame pillars really make it just like not something I personally would ever want to try and do because they're just so dumb. In Kingdom Hearts 2, they bring back the flame pillars, but they make it like his least threatening move, aside from Heartless Angel. They really made his main moves from Kingdom Hearts 1 like way less threatening. And then his basic sword combo is, he uses a lot. I'd say it's more threatening than the Kingdom Hearts 1 sword combo, at least at level 1, just because, I mean, it just one-shots. In Kingdom Hearts 1, you didn't get one-shot by his sword combo. Because he didn't really do sword combos, it was more like single swings in Kingdom Hearts 1. Even his, like, Phase 3, like, Tornado sword move, I don't think would kill you from full health in Kingdom Hearts 1. So, overall, I'd say, like, what you have... The execution in Kingdom Hearts 2 is easier, but it's more punishing. Like, if I mess up, I die. Whereas in Kingdom Hearts 1, you can make mistakes and survive. It's just that, like, it's easier to make mistakes. And so you're making a lot more.
Give in to the dark. Give in to the dark.
He didn't stagger from that either. Dude, okay, I should just kept spamming Reflect. I guess I thought once he started swinging, he was able to be staggered, because I feel like I've interrupted his sword combo before. But I suppose not.
Show me your strength.
This will hopefully be the part of this stream that takes the longest. Most of the mushrooms are identical to being at level 99. I've heard bad things about mushrooms 5 and 7. But, surely they're not, like, Sephiroth levels of difficult. That'd be crazy. Oh, boy. It's the classic, like, I go into it expecting it to take an hour, and it takes, like, 3. Sephiroth, I had no idea how long it was going to take me. But, like, when I was doing the Olympus Coliseum for stuff for the Ultimate Weapon, I was like, yeah, I'll be able to beat, like, all 4 of the Coliseums for the Ultimate Weapon in, like, an hour. And then it was, like, 4 hours I had beaten 3 of the 4 of them. That was pretty rough. That was a pretty, like... It should not have taken that many tries, honestly. I really think that the harder versions of them, like Cups 5, 6, and 7, like, won't even take as long. Ideally. Yeah, hopefully they don't. That'd be really sad. I'm not doing those today, though. Maybe, like, next stream. Actually, yeah, it probably will be next stream, just because then all I'll have left to do is, like, the organization rematches that I haven't done yet, and Lingering Will. And there's no way Lingering Will's not going to be the last thing I do. The Dark Orbs are really, like, his threatening move. Because they force you to reflect, and then you're stuck in the reflect when he does, like, his other moves. I just actually changed my mouse sensitivity? Okay. Hopefully that's fine. I've done that before. When I got this mouse, I didn't know, because all the other mouses I've had have been, like, super old and not the greatest. I didn't know that you could, like, the modern mouses just had a button for mouse sensitivity. And I pressed it on accident once and got very confused because it was from like the highest setting like all the way down to the lowest setting, and so my mouse like barely moved at all. And yeah, I ended up like googling like what the heck just happened because I didn't notice I pressed the button. I thought it was just like a button I just hadn't like bound to anything. Like it's just a button that I could have bounded to some bounded whatever to like some key and it just never had because I like it's just not a button I'm good at pressing like naturally because I'm not used to it being there. But I pressed on accident once, and yeah. Turns out it's a mouse. I can't believe that hit whiffed, Sora. Oh my gosh. Just be better. Just be better, Sora. Don't whiff your hits, because he's just gonna get out of the combo stun. Um,
Show me your strength.
but yeah,
That's enough.
that was a whole ordeal. You know, I'm just gonna let you hit me with that. Like I said, I should be letting you hit me. I get reflect damage. I get an air combo. That's like a whole health bar that takes off if he hits you with that move, and then
That's
you
enough.
reflect the follow up. Yeah, overall this mouse is significantly better than my other mice. Um, just yeah. I mean, it has just like this. Yeah, my other mice have been bad. I mean, not bad, but they've been like super generic, like old mice. They don't even have like the side buttons. Side buttons are so nice. I'm not using them for anything now, but I like, you know, if you just use them as like a back, like when you're just like doing like random like school project stuff, like it's so nice. Highly recommended. Sure, I'll get an air combo off. I don't mind Sephiroth. Bonk.
Give in to the dark. That's
No,
enough.
I don't really want to.
Give in to the dark.
Just keep spamming reflect. There we go. As I said, this is one of those just keep spamming reflex scenarios.
Deceive. Heartless.
Man, it's giving me air combos for days. Yes. Bish bash bosh.
Give in to the dark. Give in to the dark. Give in to the dark.
Buddy, thank you. I was like, I'm starting to run low on magic. I need you to do like any other move. No way that clipped me. Oh, dang it. He was almost in phase 3. Man's got a long sword. Yeah, I mean that. Yep, long sword.
Show me
Um,
your strength.
dang it. That was going so well. I mean, it wasn't going great, honestly. I was almost out of MP. And I know Ultimate Weapon makes it refill pretty fast. But if you get unlucky with when he decides to, like, summon a bunch of orbs around you. Yeah, he's got reach. And also, you know, classic. Like I said, it's easier to not get hit against this one than Kingdom Hearts 1 Sephiroth, but as soon as, like, if he hits you, it's over, kind of. With at least with the basic melee combo. Honestly, his phase 3 melee combo with all his teleports might be less threatening because you might be able to get out of it easier. I don't think you can, but I could be wrong. I just really wish that his melee combo was easily counterable with an air combo. It's not really. But if it was, that'd be awesome. Like, I'd be doing so much more damage. Like, I know that part of the reflect plays into the, like, the air combo opening gives you a full health bar off of him. Um, but an air combo does, like, double the damage. Like, as a ground combo. Almost. It's probably a little bit less than that.
Give in to the dark. That's enough.
It's not enough, Sephiroth. I'm never enough.
Give in to the dark.
Sure. I was not gonna go for that opening.
Give in to the
I've learned
dark.
my lesson. What the?
Heartless.
Don't you dare. I almost got Heartless Angel. That was so weird. He like ran up to me and then like just teleported away without actually doing the swing. He's faking me out now.
Give in to the dark.
This is so scuffed. Oh my gosh, don't you dare. I don't appreciate you just appearing mid-combo. I mean, it wasn't mid-combo, that was his first swing of the combo, but like, there was just, he just teleported and was swinging. Please stop.
Give in to the dark.
See, that is a combo. I waited for him to land that time and it worked beautifully.
Give in to the dark.
Jump at me again, thank you. Okay, he's going into phase 3. I'm just gonna heal now so my MP starts restarting. That was a bad idea. I thought he was going into his ultimate immediately. But he was not. I thought he immediately went to his ultimate for phase 3. Healing was such a bad idea. I'm so dead now. Yep, okay, yep, thank. This is what happens if you don't have MP for Reflect. The Dark Orbs just kind of kill you. They're like dodgeable, but you gotta like roll at the right time, and they're a pain, and then you're gonna get like frame trapped by his actual attacks. But he got into phase 3. I thought he opened phase 3 with his ultimate, and also based on the fact that he teleported to the spot where he stands for his ultimate and went invulnerable mid-combo, that was also a sign that I thought he was doing his ultimate, but I guess that was very much incorrect. Um, but we you know, phase 3. Nice swing, Sora. Yep, don't do the sliding dash when he's way across the arena, that'd be crazy. Sora, come on, dude. Thank you. Yeah, new farthest, so got him to phase 3. Now I know that he does not immediately do his ultimate when entering phase 3, so I'm not going to just use all my MP to heal and then get obliterated by his darkness orbs. If he goes for his ultimate, I will cast heal, though. Because his ultimate is not that threatening from what I remember. And so it gives my MP time to recharge. It's a very, very long and not overly threatening animation, during which I don't need to be, like, casting Reflect or anything, so... It gives my MP time to recharge, and then hopefully lasts me through his Dark Orbs in phase 3.
Perish now.
Oh my gosh, okay. Sorry. This attack always just catches me so off guard. I mean, it hasn't hit me yet, but I'm always, like, I'm never expecting it. It's such, like, a random move for him to just do. He does it every, like, couple attempts, he'll do it, like, one time.
Give in to the dark. Heartless.
I'm not a heartless Sephiroth, that was in Kingdom Hearts 1. Get your lore right. This game doesn't like you? Why not? I should have let him hit me with that. No one wants to work for your company? Oh. Oof. What game are you even, like, talking about? I thought you were talking about this game doesn't like you, and I was very confused.
Give in to the dark. Give in to the dark.
Oh, hold on.
Give in to the dark. Give in to the dark.
No, Sephiroth, please stop. Oh, my MP actually... No! Oh, dang it. Phase 3 sword combos are so much more aggressive. I'm playing Solitaire Inc. Or Software Inc., not Solitaire Inc. Okay. I literally fired no by a double negative turnover rate, so no one wants to apply. Oh. Dang. I don't know anything about that game. But, you know, that sounds rough.
That's enough.
I can't believe I ran out of MP, didn't notice. Oh no, it wasn't that I ran out of MP and didn't notice, it's that MP Rage gave it all back, I think. I was gonna say, I can't believe I ran out of MP and didn't notice, and then got it all back in time. For him to, like, start doing stuff to again. But I think MP Rage just gave all my MP back, because I got clipped by like, his uppercut. That's actually nice, too, yeah, because he kept doing the uppercut at the end of phase 2. Yeah, so that gave me like all my MP back because of MP Rage. Can I do that? Okay. Man, he sure does have a lot of ending lag after his combos, doesn't he? And I sure do have a lot of ending lag after being a dumbass. Yeah, I was like, oh, he's teleporting. Maybe he's gonna teleport and do the uppercut, and then he didn't. I really should never, ever, ever bank on him doing the uppercut because it's like, yeah, that'll happen.
That's enough.
But yeah, his air combo, his melee swings get more aggressive in each subsequent phase. They look the same, and that hit me, dude. No way. What the heck? I'm just gonna cast heal now, just so my MP starts recharging
That's enough.
before he can do the orbs in the first place. Um, his melee combo looks the same in phase 1 and 2, if you block it. But in terms of like, if you're trying to dodge it, he like flies towards you way more in phase 2. He's way more like aggressive with the swings. He gets a lot more reach out of it, even with his giant ass sword. So you can't realistically like dodge in phase 2. I mean, you can like glide around, but it's a lot easier in phase 1 because you just like air step away or whatever, and he whiffs the rest of the combo. Bonk. I mean, we've gotten to phase 3 twice. We're getting to phase 3 more consistently, in that we've done it twice now. I guess that's more consistently, kinda.
Give in to the dark.
That didn't hit me? Come on. You swung slightly too fast, Sephiroth. Oh, that was weird. He went for a jump and I just stabbed him in the crotch. I'm sorry. I feel a little bad after that.
Descend. Heartless.
I almost just got Heartless Angel. Okay. Yikes. Yeah, see, he comes like flying at you way more. Um, it's not like a ton more. And it's not as much as that phase 3 death where he, came flying at me with the melee swings. That also clipped me. Come on, game. How can you do this to me?
Descend. Heartless.
Sorry about the low health sound. I'm just surprised he's clipping me with the reflex here now. Like, that's not normally what happens.
That's enough. Give in to the dark.
Jump at me. Thank you. If he runs to the side like that, like, it's apparently just a sign he's gonna jump at you.
Perish now.
Now see, this is potentially a good time to use my heal, just because it's a bit of a long animation. I'm not gonna have all my MP back, but it's
Give in to the dark.
Okay, never mind, I'm dumb. Never mind, I'm totally fine. He did, that's enough. Thank you, Sephiroth. And I hit him once and he goes into phase 3. I did like the teeniest little bit of damage to him.
That's enough.
Dude, thank you for doing the that's enough afterwards. I would have been dead otherwise. So I appreciate that, Sephiroth.
Give in to the dark.
How is that hitting me? It's also preventing me from being able to get a combo. I I don't get it. I'm reflecting. It's the same thing I've been doing, and now I'm getting hit by it instead of getting an opening. Whatever. I think I'm doing it too early now or something. It seems to be the case. I mean, considering I'm getting hit by like the last hit of his combo, not the first, after the reflect is done, yeah, I'm doing it too late. Obviously, I'm doing it too late. I just didn't feel like I was doing it any differently than I was before. But that's too bad, because, it's an opening I missed out on, and also, I died because of it. This honestly is starting to take. I mean, I know Okay, I was about to say this started to take me longer than Kingdom Hearts 1 Sephiroth. I didn't expect it to be like harder. I mean, I know Kingdom Hearts 2 has like the harder content at level 1 than Kingdom Hearts 1 does. But Sephiroth is not like as bad, or at least he shouldn't be. He's not like the end all be all. I know Lingering Will at level 1 is going to be so much worse than Sephiroth at level 1 was in the first game. There we go. I delayed it slightly and it worked that fine. Um, but like Sephiroth is not exactly the big bad evil boss he was in Kingdom Hearts 1. Um, so I didn't expect him to be taking like this many tries. But also, I was in comparison to how long it took me to beat him in Kingdom Hearts 1. I probably shouldn't be doing that just because I absolutely fluked my way through his final phase. I floundered around panicking, and oh my gosh. It's been a while since he's done that to me, so I wasn't prepared for it. Um, I fluked my way through his final phase. The first time I got to his final phase in Kingdom Hearts 1, I beat him, which is nuts. Like, absolutely insane that happened. I didn't know what I was doing, mostly. I just floundered around all over the place, and then he died. And I was, like, completely flabbergasted. Especially because, for those who don't know, in a Kingdom Hearts 1 level 1 run, you can't see your opponent's health bar. You unlock the ability to see health bars after leveling up to a certain level, and that level depends on like whether you pick strength, magic, or defense. But it's like I think minimum if you pick like defense, I think is when you unlock it earliest at level like 5 or something like that, and you can see your opponent's health bar. You don't get that ability in Kingdom Hearts 1 at level 1, which is like it doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but it's so sad because you don't know like how much damage you're dealing. Like it's hard to try out different strategies because you can't see which one's like actually doing more damage. Um, so I had no idea how low he was. All I knew is that he's in the final bit of his health bar because he's in phase 3. And then he just kind of died randomly, and I was like, okay, sure, yep, that was a total friggin' fluke, but yeah, who cares? I never have to do this again. In fact, like Mysterious Figure might have taken me longer. And honestly, not at level 1. I find Mysterious Figure harder just because the trap move kind of sucks and is a little bit bullshit. Um, and whereas Sephiroth doesn't really have any BS, I say as I died of that. I mean, in Kingdom Hearts 1, Sephiroth doesn't really have any BS if you're not at level 1. If you are level 1, then the Flame Pillars are stupid and dumb and suck, and they're awful. But not at level 1, they're weak enough where you don't really care. Um, and whereas Mysterious Figure has the entrapment move, where sometimes I'll sit on the same command menu command the entire time, and it like never once shows like the freedom one, and it's like, oh, I guess I just picked wrong. Like, what the hell? It's supposed to be like a reaction test, and then it just never even gave me the chance to react before killing me. It's like, okay, sure. Because it's not like Luxord's game where it cycles; it's just randomly hops between the four, um, which is kind of dumb. I mean, it makes it harder, which is the point. He's a super boss, and Luxord. I mean, I guess Data Luxord is, but like whatever. Um, but the fact that like it could just potentially never show up, like literally ever. Like maybe it like started there and then never showed up there again. And obviously you're not gonna get it if it started there. Um, but yeah, it was so stupid sometimes. I hate that fight because of that one thing. The rest of the fight is fine. The only reason why I beat him at level 1 is because I gravity cheesed the hell out of him. Um, they realized he was. That clipped me. I waited so long on my reflect. What do you want from me, Sephiroth? That time I did it earlier. Was I doing it too late? There's no way. I just don't get you, Sephiroth. Okay, let's please stop. Um, but yeah, the rest of the Mysterious Figure fight's fine. It's kind of weird. I'm bad at it. Like at level 99, I beat him because I'm level 99, and you just kind of power through and second chance your way through everything he has. Um, and then I beat him at level 1 because gravity. I didn't press F in time. Oh my gosh. Okay, that was scuffed. That was so scuffed. Yeah, at level 1, I beat Mysterious Figure by gravity cheesing. Because what else are you supposed to do against Mysterious Figure, right? Like, come on. Um, it's the one time gravity got to like do something. So, sure. Because gravity does more damage based off like how much health your opponent has, which is pretty good. You know, if you start off and the opponent's really tanky, gravity does good damage. It's just that like it's just not that good. But Mercedes figure is immune to all magic but gravity, and then is severely weak to gravity. It stuns him for like 5 seconds, and you can do like a full combo, and then he like cartwheels away, and then you just gravity him again, and then repeat. And repeat until he's dead. And because of the way the magic system works in Kingdom Hearts 1 compared to Kingdom Hearts 2, you like never ran out of gravities. In Kingdom Hearts 2, you'd run out of gravities eventually. But in Kingdom Hearts 1, you never would. Which is kind of interesting because usually it's the other way around. Usually its strategies in Kingdom Hearts 1 don't work because eventually you'll run out of magic and you have to like play more aggressive. But because gravity was such like a hyper aggressive stun lock, like you just kept your magic the whole time. Yeah, I really don't get that reflect timing. It's usually pretty free, and then sometimes I just get hit, and I don't really know why.
Perish now.
Man picked a bad time to use that attack. I was nowhere near him. His pull only has so much range, too. I outranged his, like, suction. I didn't know you could do that.
That's enough.
Okay, I was like, surely that was in time, right? It was close, but I was pretty sure I got it, and I did. Pretty scary, though. I once again thought he was Heartless Angeling.
Heartless angel.
Like that.
Give in to the dark.
Dude, really? Okay, sure, whatever, that's fine.
That's enough.
Okay. Well, that was weird. So he just kind of stood there for a little bit. Sephiroth blue screened.
Give in to the dark.
As I said, I'm not going to be able to do a ton of damage here because he's going to start going to full phase 3.
Give in to the dark.
Dude, it didn't hit any of the orbs. Come on. That's like, that never happens. He did the big orb attack and I reflect and it whiffed every single orb. Well, so much for phase 3.
Show me.
That was the shittest phase 3 attempt. Oh my gosh.
That's enough.
It just whiffed immediately and then he just ran over and hit me. Oh my gosh. That time I got hit. No. Aerial recovery, why? This really should not be taking this long. It's Sephiroth, he's not that hard. His phase 3 is just weird, and he's hyper aggressive, and I can't block his melee combos in phase 3 consistently.
That's enough.
I'm not even getting to phase 3 very often though, so I don't know why I'm saying like that's the one issue that I'm having here when I'm dying before phase 3 most of the time. Bonk, 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 bonk. The real issue is really just that he's tanky as hell in this game. Like, the fight takes a while just to lose um, at, like, one mistake. The organization fights aren't normally this beefy. I mean, some of them kind of are. I mean, Xemnas obviously has... It's Xemnas 1 and 2, so you're, like, going through two, like, full health bars worth of Xemnas. I know you can kind of skip the ending of Xemnas 1 with the reaction command. And it does, like, 4 health bars of damage.
Know your place.
But, like, it's still, like, 2 full health. It's, like, twice as much health as Sephiroth here has. It's kind of nuts.
Give in to the dark. Give in to the dark.
Dude, you good, bro? He was just spamming those friggin' orbs, oh my gosh. The uppercut's also nice, not because it only gives me... Not only because it gives me a reflect and a midair combo, but also because of MP Rage. Giving me more reflex back for the,
That's enough.
giving more reflex back for the orbs.
Give in to the dark.
Or if something like that happens, then I gotta just start spamming reflect.
Descend. Heart. Give in to the dark. Perish now.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, we're fine. I thought the Parastyle was gonna absolutely obliterate me there. Alright, phase 3, here we go.
All shall be one with me. Give in to the dark. Give in to the dark.
Oh my gosh, his melee combos. I really just need to, like, glide away from him. That's what I was kind of trying to do, I just got clipped. He's got a giant sword, he's so fast, he, like, flies around behind you so you can't block.
Show me your strength.
Ugh, phase 3 melee combos. At least phase 3, he has, like, not a lot of health. I thought it was more, like, equal thirds, but he goes into phase 3 when he's only got, like, 4 health bars left. So it's not a ton. Like, phase 2 is most of the fight. And because he, you know, if I'm not blocking his melee combos and stuff, like, most of my openings are going to be from, are going to be aerial combos. So, it shouldn't be that many openings I need in phase 3. And what's also nice is it appears to be the case, at least this happened on that attempt, that if he follows up a triple orb with a melee combo without doing another triple orb before that one, if he just goes triple orb into melee combo out of one of my combos, it seems like the reflect hits him when he goes for his own melee combo, and it hits him out of it, which is nice. It means I don't have to keep like spamming reflect through his melee combo like I do in phase 2, if he goes for that sort of thing. If he does 2 triple orbs in a row and then goes for a melee combo, then the reflect off the first triple orb will deflect the second triple orb as well, and then you have time to block before he gets up for his melee combo. Oh, he was in phase 2 there. That was unfortunate. I didn't realize he was in phase 2. He got way more distance off that melee combo.
That's enough.
Okay, just doing this again immediately. I'm fine with that.
Descend.
Okay. Just ran up to me aggressively with a sword just to teleport away the moment he actually got into melee range.
Perish now.
Okay. I'd rather not. Whew.
That's enough.
I'm getting low on health just from the friggin' uppercuts. Actually, I did get hit by a phase 2 melee sword hit. That's why I'm still low on health. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have healed.
Give in to the dark.
Because, yeah, he's just gonna... I'm so fucked. Yep, okay. I shouldn't have healed. I always... I don't know. I was just dumb. The moment I hit heal, I was like, I shouldn't have done that. I was just worried I was gonna get clipped by something in phase 3. Which, obviously, I'm gonna get clipped by something in phase 3. It's just gonna kill me because I don't have MP. So I'm gonna then get obliterated by all those dark orbs. I just threw away that attempt entirely. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Can I do that? If I didn't whiff, then yeah, probably. Yeah, Sora, you probably could have hit him if you didn't suck massively and just whiff your sword swing. Like, if I bait... Not that, but honestly that's better, because that's just an easy air combo. Bonk, bonk, bonk. If I bait his sword combo. Okay. Dude, I just want you to use your most basic of attacks. I'm just trying to test something out here. I appreciate the air combos. Okay, he's doing it again. Sure, yeah, whatever. Alright, now he's in phase 2, so now it's not even gonna work. Okay. Thanks, Sephiroth.
Give in to the dark.
Man does not want to do a basic sword combo.
That's enough.
Oh my gosh, what is happening? This time I actually am at half health purely from getting hit by the uppercuts.
Disintegrate.
Into a Heartless Angel? Okay. Sure. This is the weirdest Sephiroth AI I've ever seen.
That's enough.
What is happening actually? Oh my gosh.
That's enough.
What? I've never seen him do this move so many times. Oh my gosh. And phase 3.
All shall be one
And
with
you
me.
gotta... Holy crap, Sephiroth.
Give in to the dark.
He's doing it again. He's just doing it again. I mean, sure. Okay.
Give in to the dark. Give in to the dark. Disintegrate. Give in to the dark.
What in the world was that attempt? I was just in stunned silence throughout that entire... And then Donald and Goofy are back.
I admit you're very skilled.
Thank you, Sephiroth, for admitting I'm very skilled. What in the world was that a Sephiroth attempt? He did his melee combo one time at the start of phase 1. And then never again. Never ever again. Not even in phase 3 did he do his basic melee combo. He absolutely just cycled his other moves, and then I clipped him with a reflect. He had like like a tiny little bit of HP hit left, and I clipped him with a reflect as he teleported next to me. That was the weirdest friggin' what in the world was that? That was so weird. Okay, now we have to go tell Cloud that Sephiroth's over there. I don't know why we had to fight him. I guess he admitted I'm very skilled. Um, but sure, thanks Sephiroth. Okay. And then we're all like, hey, Cloud, who's just been standing here this whole time. Also, by the way, Tifa's looking for you. Have you seen Sephiroth? Of course I've seen Sephiroth. He's in the dark depths. Wowie zowie. Oh my gosh. Also, by the way, Tifa's been looking for you for like half the story at this point. I don't know how long the story's supposed to take place over, but it's been a while. You know? And now we go back over to where Sephiroth is. We're just trying to hook the two up. Playing matchmaker. Um, yeah, okay, sure. I'm still completely blown away that he just refused to do his melee combos, which in phases 1 and 2 is kind of sad because his melee combos are easily counterable. In phase 3, I will absolutely take that. Um,
Did you give him my message?
yes, I did. Sephiroth. And we get Fenrir! Woohoo, Fenrir! Um, so Fenrir's actually a big deal, and we get the drive gauge upgrade, which is also pretty nice too. Um, the reason why Fenrir is such a big deal is because it actually does more melee damage than Ultimate Weapon. That's not why it's such a big deal, but that's just a thing that it does. Sorry, just clearing that on my items. Like, it has a higher melee stat than Ultimate Weapon. It has a significantly lower defense or magic stat, but it's useful because I mean it does have the highest melee damage in the game, which will be nice for Mushroom 5. But it has negative combo, and negative combo makes your combos one shorter than they normally would be, and that's like a very niche piece of utility that is also going to be used for Mushroom 11. I'm sorry, I had to think of which one it was. Um, so yeah, that was Sephiroth. Okay. I'll take it. Um, Now I'm gonna start doing the mushrooms. Most of the mushrooms are gonna be pretty easy. We're gonna start with mushroom one. Might as well. I'm just gonna go through them in order, but skip 5 and 7 because they're scary and I'm scared. And I'll do those ones last. Um, and probably I'll skip mushroom 10 because mushroom 10 also requires a bit of a weird setup, and it's like the same setup I'm gonna use for mushroom 5. So I'll probably do all but 5, 7, 10, and I'll do 7, and I'll do 10, and then 5. Um, but here's mushroom one. For those who don't know how Mushroom 1 works, he's going to spin around my back, and you're going to see it say, you can't see it because my VTuber's in the way. A reaction command is going to pop up that says reversal, but if you wait slightly longer, it's going to change what it's called, and if you do the different one, which has a very small timing window because he's about to attack you, then he gets stunned, and you can hit him. And you want to hit him a certain amount of times within the time limit. The damage that you deal does not matter. It's purely about how many hits you actually land. Which is why I'm going into final form, because you can land a decent amount of hits during the stun. Okay, that was kind of weird. But it's all about timing the different reaction command. Okay, this is super weird. Do your melee attack, Sora, thank you. I think you have to get 70 hits within the time limit to beat him. See, if you don't time it right, then he does that to you, and it, wastes a bunch of time. But, ow. There we go. Yep. I don't know, I'm pretty sure it's 70 hits, but that was enough hits, so. There's Mushroom 1 done. That's honestly how a lot of these are gonna go. Maybe not a lot of them, but a fair amount are gonna be just like that. Mushroom 2 we already did, because we had to do one of the mushrooms to get the ultimate weapon, and I picked 2, because I thought it would be the easiest. Honestly, I might have been wrong about Mushroom 1. Might have been the easiest. Mushroom 9 is also really easy, but I needed Fatal Crest, and I didn't have Fatal Crest at the time. I'll explain why when I actually get to that one. But next up is Mushroom 3, which is Zaldin's mushroom. And this is the one with, like, the least connection to the character it's supposed to be based off of. I'm pretty sure that the only real connection that this mushroom has to Zaldin is that it's located in the spot where you killed Zaldin viciously and brutally. So, yeah. Is there a draw one? Yeah, so I'm going to equip Follow the Wind just because it has the draw ability. And then in actual abilities I want to equip draw. Because he basically just flies around dropping orbs, and you just have to pick up as many as you can. Okay, I have the draws equipped. Does Beast have draw? No, he doesn't, so I don't want that. Donald's got it equipped. Goofy's got it equipped. Okay, cool. We're just going to swap Beast out of the party. No, not summon. Alright, there we go. This one's also identical to being not at level 1. I think you might get like an extra draw from leveling up, so it's slightly harder because you have less draws, which just increases the range that you can pick up the orbs from. But I don't think he'll be that bad. I don't know how many orbs you need, I don't remember. But we'll see. This might, hopefully it'll just be first try. He speeds up as he goes. He's not this slow the whole time, I promise. I think I did that too fast. I did do that way too fast. Okay, I missed a ton of orbs there because I jumped past him too quickly. That was significantly better. That was a very weird lunge where he just lunged into the wall. I mean, I'll take it, sure. I think it's 350 that you need. It might be more than that, though. I honestly do not recall. Was that enough? It was not enough. Okay, it's probably 450 then. If I didn't miss, like, a whole crap ton right at the start. I'm actually going to check how much it is, just to be sure. It is 450, okay. If I didn't miss a whole bunch on the first lunge, I would have had it, but yeah. He's not that hard. I mean, you just kind of follow him around. I think you do actually have one less draw than you would at level 99. Or whenever you get draw through level up. You don't get it level 99, but, like, in a regular playthrough. I followed him way too fast again. Oh my gosh. I think it was better. He's doing really weird dashes this time, though. Okay. I mean, that was a helpful one. I think I don't have enough to get it already, though. Yeah, no, that was even worse. Okay. Do I have a draw ring? I probably do. That's not equipped. Just to make it slightly easier. Drawing's like a thing, right? No, it's oh no, drawing is a thing, and I can't equip it because I have too many abilities. Okay, hold on. I just got to get rid of like some random ones. I don't care about explosion or aerial finish or magnet burst. I am gonna have to remember that those are what I had on: explosion, aerial finish, and magnet burst. Remember that, because I'm gonna turn these back on after. Drawing is a thing. I was pretty sure drawing was a thing. And drawing. Okay. There. Now it should be even easier to get his stupid little orbs. This is honestly sad. This is not a hard mushroom. You might have 2 extra draws being at level 99, though. It's a pretty common ability. I think he drops 500 orbs total, so you're only allowed to miss 50, which sounds like a lot. I mean, it is kind of a lot. I wonder if anyone's ever actually tried to get all 500. I missed so many of those. Dude, I still suck. Okay, hold on. This is just getting sad. It's Mushroom 3. I even changed my keyblade to the draw keyblade. I like this is just it's bad. I think air sliding is better than gliding because you can't like pick them up unless you're like on the ground. Okay, yeah, no, there we go. Yeah, air sliding was just better than gliding. Cool. I think he drops more than 500 because I definitely missed more than 9. But that's Mushroom 3 done. So cool. Now I can actually put all the stuff back because I don't like I like my stuff back. These were a Full Bloom Plus and Shadow Archive Plus. I'll explain why I have several of those, because you have to synthesize them, so I didn't need those other them. Oh, and also Ultimate Weapon back, please, thank you. And my abilities. Magnet Burst, Aerial Finish, Explosion. Yes? I think? I'm gonna have to remember more abilities than that too, because I'm gonna switch off of my like Executive's Ring, which is giving me a ton of ability points. But Mushroom 4 is actually harder at level 1 than it is normally. It's not like the others where it's exactly the same. Um, it's not a huge difference, but it is different, so, you know, it counts. Um, Mushroom 4 is gonna, it's Vexen's Mushroom. It's gonna summon a bunch of clones, and they're all gonna swarm you. If you get hit by a clone, you lose. And you have to kill an amount of clones within the, there's not a time limit, it's just if you get hit, you lose. So before you get hit. And it's harder because they have health. They don't die in one hit. The first clones die in one hit. The longer you go, the more health the clones end up getting. So that's why it's harder, just because, like, I won't be able to just kill them as fast as you normally can. Um, Hopefully it's not that much harder, though. And I can just kind of camp with Wisdom Form. Like, even if it takes a lot of shots to kill them, then, like, it'll be fine anyway. Yeah, some of them are starting to get hit and survive now. I don't know how many clones you need. I think it's like 80. I could be wrong, though. I mean, I was wrong about the orbs. Yeah, and now they have significantly more health. I mean, some of them are still the low health ones, but any ones that are spawning now have like a fair amount of health. I already have 85. I think I've already killed enough clones, so I guess it's basically the same as not at level 1, because by the time they get enough health for it to really matter, like, you've already gotten enough clones. No more clones are spawning. Is there a maximum amount of clones? Oh my gosh. Oh, cool, I got a perfect score. Alright, well, that was easy. I didn't know you could do that. I'm assuming I've done that and forgot because that was really easy. So if I haven't, then like yikes, what like how? Um, but yeah, that was chill. Okay. Um, Mushroom 6 is gonna take a couple tries because I'm bad at it. But that's just a me problem. Mushroom 6 is Zexians. It's also clone based, which makes more sense. It makes sense for Zexian. Actually, no, it makes sense for all three of the clone based mushrooms: Zexian, Vexen, and Larxene. Um, Basically, he's gonna do different like patterns, and it's just you have to clear them all out in a time limit. They're clearly based around you casting certain spells. So I'm gonna actually put those spells in my quick cast menu. That'd be a good idea to have the spells ready that I'm gonna need to use. Wow, that'd be crazy. Um, so Thunder, you need Fire, and Blizzard. It's clearly designed around that, um, using the spells, and then you have to just take them all out in a time limit. I don't know what the time limit is to beat it, but we'll find out. You start by just hitting the one guy. And now I've got to remember what spells I have on which quick things. Okay, yeah, no, this is already okay. This is bad. This is just I'm gonna get better at this once I'm more familiar with exactly what order I'm gonna have to be casting these spells in. I think you jump and cast fire. Yeah, I remember that one. Then we're gonna go into final form now, just to get an MP refill. That didn't hit you. That's unfortunate. That didn't hit you. That's unfortunate. That whiffed the guy I was locked onto? Come on, Sora, you're better than this. Oh my gosh, please. And then there's just a bunch all around that I'm just gonna kind of glide around and hit. Yeah, that was way too slow. It's fine. I mean, I didn't expect to get this one first try just because I don't remember the order that they all spawn in. And also, there was some weird whiffs there. Um, but you know, I'm actually gonna check the time limit though, just to know. It is 45 seconds. That was kind of close to 45. I think it was like 50 something. So you know, it was okay. What do you? Okay, well, you know what? We're Mulligan. Mulligan, that didn't happen. I guess I cast fire too early for it to appreciate that. Like what game? They're in the fire though. All right, waited for them to spawn first. All right. Exactly. Nothing just happened. Absolutely nothing happened. I definitely didn't cast fire and watch them all sit there in the fire and not die. Um, Die to the thunder, please. What even? I should just be doing that. That's probably faster. Okay. They have like way too long of invulnerability frames or something. It even played the hit sound on that one guy and he did not get hit. It's fine. I got it anyway. Cool. All right, that one's done. Yeah. Okay. It's not me. It's the fact that they spun in and then you're supposed to do it under a time limit, but they thought wouldn't it make sense for them to have like a full second of invulnerability after appearing? That makes sense to have in a thing where you're trying to go fast and take the enemies out. What in the world? Um, so we're skipping 7 for now. We'll come back to 7. So next up is 8, and 8 is one that is the hardest one when you're playing normally. And it's not any different at level 1, at least I don't think it would be. It would be silly not to. There's 8. He's stuck in the ground, poor little guy. Um, I'm so awful at this. I can't like stress enough. I am awful at this, so it's gonna be, a bit. I think it would be in my best interest. I usually try wisdom form strats, and I'm awful, like abhorrently bad. So it might be in my best interest to try Fatal Crest, Infinite Combo. Donald has the friggin' not Sora. Donald has Fantasia, so I don't care about Lucky Lucky for now. Fantasia and Auto Limit, and we try this. I'm gonna try Wisdom Form first. The idea of Mushroom 8 is when I press F, Sora's about to toss him up in the air, and you have to keep him in the air. And it depends on how many hits you land on him in the air, not how long he's in the air. So time doesn't matter, it's about hits. Um, and so the idea about behind Wisdom Form is that Wisdom Form has range, so you can kind of do this. Um, the problem is that every couple hits, you got people to work for your company. Hooray! The problem is every couple hits he goes flying like farther, and then I suck ass and drop him. Man, I didn't even get good enough for a consolation prize. So with Wisdom Form, the idea is that you have range. So even though he goes flying farther every couple hits, like it's fine. Um, the other strat is infinite combo horizontal slash, and it sounds nice, infinite combo, but the problem is that when he goes flying away, it's hard to catch him. That's what Donald's Fantasia is for. Is in an emergency you can Fantasia and hope it'll catch him. So the idea behind that is with Fatal Crest or with the ability active that you don't get at level 1. But Fatal Crest's ability um, I'm screwing up the menus here. Is it has Berserk Charge, and Berserk Charge is increases strength by 2 when your MP is recharging, and your combos go endless. And it sounds way better than it is, because bosses will just break out of your combo if you combo them for too long. So having an endless combo against a boss is not, like, helpful, realistically. Your finishing hits against bosses are the more powerful ones. Honestly, negative combo is more useful against bosses. But it is useful against stuff like the mushrooms, occasionally, like this one. Um, so I'm going to unequip my MP recharge like speed up abilities. That would be bad. It's to unequip that and not notice. Um, just so my MP is gone for longer, and then you just cast heal to use up all your MP, toss them in the air, and hope. And then when your MP comes back is when you use Donald's Fantasia, because it will use up all of your MP. Okay, Sora, nice hits. Honestly, that was going well, I just sucked. um, yeah, the idea is that you use Donald's Fantasia once your MP is back, because it will use up all of your MP instantly, kind of like Cure, but also Donald's Fantasia can keep it in the air, unlike Cure, where you're just sitting there casting heal, and it's going to just fall and land on the ground, right? Sora, you have infinite combos. Why are you like stopping? Ay, 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 ay. Yeah, I'm bad at this. Like, it's not like this is not a level 1 thing. This is exactly how it would be going if I was not at level 1. I'm just like this bad at doing this mushroom. If you like, this is widely. It's a game you and your brother played with a balloon. Yeah, fair. Um, I like the mushrooms. Most Kingdom Hearts mini games are kind of dumb, but the mushroom ones are actually pretty good in my opinion, as like little mini games to do. Dang it. Yeah. So the more hits you land, the more like wildly he goes flying. So the fact that I'm losing early is sad. You have to get to 85, I believe. 85? Gonna check because I'm not sure. 85. 85. Yep. Um which is a lot. And it seems easy because I'm getting to like the 50s before failing, and it's like, oh, 85's not that bad. But the farther you get, the harder it becomes because he'll go flying like way farther away from you. Like when he jumps up in the air like this, like that, like less vertical, it's less vertical and more horizontal. Silly in a good way, yeah, yeah. I like the mushrooms, most of them. Like they're for mini games, they're pretty chill. Some of the other Kingdom Hearts mini games are kind of ugh to go through and just not that interesting, and so they're just kind of boring. Um, I didn't cast heal on myself. I don't have infinite MP. I'm just gonna comment immediately. Unfortunately, these hits that Donald's landing do not count. Um, they're just supposed to be there to keep him up in the air and to use up your MP. Like, they send him up in the air, but they don't actually, like, count. It's only Sora's hits actually count for the mushroom. Ah, yeah. It's mostly just that, like, if he goes flying, like, crazy far away, then you want to be ready on Donald's limit to hit him up in the air and give you time to actually go catch up. I just used it early because I forgot to cast Cure on myself to use up my MP, so I didn't have infinite combos going. I'm not even like using the infinite combos right now because I'm just bad. The fact that I had infinite combos there made literally no difference because I kept landing on the ground when I don't have to. It's more helpful later on when you can't afford to be landing on the ground to reset your aerial combo counter. I really should have like practiced this on my level 99 account. That didn't send him flying. It sent him flying every other time. Okay, I'd expect him to go up in the air, and he just didn't. I really should have practiced this on my level 99 account because it's exactly the same. I was considering trying to like practice some of the other ones, like Mushroom 5 and Mushroom 7. But I very quickly realized that there was no reason to. You kill them so fast when you're not at level 1 that like you don't actually get like practice in. You're kidding me. I'm locked on. Why did it even let me do that? I thought you couldn't change rooms when you're locked on. I accidentally left the room. I thought when you were locked onto something, it didn't let you leave the room. I was locked onto the mushroom. What the heck, game? Dude, that's so sad. That attempt was going well. Yeah, okay. Hit him back over this way, I guess. Just keep him away from a room transition, apparently. That's so stupid. Sora, attack! What in the world are you doing? I know you have infinite combos, but like... Yeah, him and Mushroom 8 and 13 are the smallest two. This is Axel's Mushroom, by the way. And in case you don't know organization member ranks, this is Axel's Mushroom. What it has to do with Axel? Who friggin' knows? But it is Axel's Mushroom. Like, Axel's not even that small. Like, Zexine and Roxas are the small ones. And 13, I believe, is the smallest mushroom. It might be tied with 8 for smallest. Which makes sense, because Roxas is small. But, like, I don't know why this is Axel's, and, like, it's kind of weird. Maybe it's because Axel is a little bit obnoxious sometimes, and so is this mushroom. um, it's not necessarily obnoxious. I'm just bad. I'm just so bad. I might go back to trying wisdom strats because I'm pretty sure when I've done it before, I've used wisdom strats. It's just a lot more people recommend this strat than wisdom strats, and so there's got to be something going for it. I mean, Axel's very teasing, I guess. He's pretty, yeah. I don't know. It's Axel. He's very Axel. Um, but all the mushrooms are supposed to be like playful. Like you play little mini games with them, and they're all happy. Um, so yeah, there's probably some tie to Axel I'm not seeing. But then again, Zaldin, like even Zaldin's is one I said is like the worst at tying it to Zaldin because the only tie to Zaldin is that it's in the location where you fought Zaldin, and there's like nothing else there. I guess it flying around because Zaldin has wind power, but like I don't know. I think it's more just it's in the location where you fought Zaldin. But then again, it's like, what are you gonna give to Zaldin realistically? Nice geometry there, pushing him down slightly when I'm comboing him. That was cool. That was great. Thanks, Bush. Like, what are you gonna give to Zaldin as a mushroom? To be fair, um, sorry, you okay? I'm going back to wisdom strats. This is just not happening. I'm bad and I suck, and I'm okay with accepting that. This I'm going back to wisdom strats. Hopefully, I'll have more success with this. Yep, good start. Fantastic. Yep, wisdom strats. Oh, they're so much better. Look at that score of 9. Huge. Absolutely massive. Um, there's a specific distance that you want to be away from him. And it's not that. Nice whiffs. Okay. Um, yeah. Oh boy. This is not supposed to be the hard one. It's exactly level 1 is not relevant. I cannot stress this enough. This is not a level 1 like issue. It's just me sucking. And that this is considered the hardest one normally. Like all the other mushrooms you can beat pretty easily. If you were to look up like Kingdom Hearts 2 like mushroom, like the first one to come up, score of 1. The first one to come up is going to be this one. Like in terms of like if you're looking up tips for mushrooms, it's this one. It's always going to be this one. You're going to find a absolute ton of different videos of like, oh, I tried yeah, no. Of like, oh, I tried so many different strategies, and I finally found this one that worked consistently for me. And everyone says about the strategy that they're showing off, even though there's so many different strategies, um, and none of them work consistently. They're all liars. Everyone who does a tutorial for Mushroom 8's a liar. None of the strategies are consistent. It's a brutally difficult challenge. It's harder than any boss in the Kingdom Hearts franchise. I'd rather do Yozora at level 1 with a Kupo coin and the Kingdom Key than do Mushroom 8 of the Mushroom 13. Um, I'm just kidding. That would be so awful. And all pro codes. I forgot to mention all pro codes. Level 1, all pro codes, Kingdom Key, Kupo Coin, Yozora. Um, I'm going back to this strategy. It was working better. It's like the Wisdom Form strat is all about getting the right spacing. Um, so it's like if you kind of sit in the sweet spot, then you can kind of juggle him. I just couldn't. No. I was trying to glide, but Sword did a combo instead. Honestly, I think that would have been better if my magic came back earlier. Like, I might want to heal and then have my magic, like, there. That way Donald's ready with the limit, like, when I need it. Because I kind of needed the limit there and then didn't have magic for it. You ledge grabbed Sora? Come on. I think you have to pick up the drive recovery in the tent. Can't believe you ledge grabbed. Dude, that's so. This would be this would be so much better if it was just a completely flat square room. Honestly, it might not be because every now and then you get him like stuck on a piece of geometry and he like doesn't go flying like when he should because he like clips the wall or he's like in a corner, and that's kind of nice. I guess in a square room there's still corners. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm going crazy. Donald, I need you. You're not ready for Donald. I had the MP, but I wasn't close enough to Donald. That's so sad. That could have been it. If Donald's using his limit, you can like pretty easily juggle it. I say pretty easily. I guarantee you there's gonna be an attempt where I'm super close to the end and Donald's in his limit and I drop it on the ground. No, I want to glide! Glide, Zora! Ugh. Interjecting the powder room seems to be not crazy. That's, yeah, that's so true. What sucks too is the button to do the horizontal slash triple hit is the same button as gliding. And so I go to glide and it does another horizontal slash and at that point it's all over. Um, it's over for me. I'm stuck doing this until the end of existence. Um, I thought, oh, Mushroom 5, Mushroom 7. Oh, I've heard such bad things. Oh, they're so scary. I'm not even gonna get to Mushroom 5 or 7. It's never gonna happen. It's gonna be 10 hours of Mushroom 8 gameplay. Um, and then I'm gonna have to leave because my classes for tomorrow are gonna start. And I'm gonna come back and it's gonna be back to, yep, cool, nice combo, Sora. It's gonna be back to Mushroom 8 gameplay. It's gonna be friggin' like I'm gonna go from being a Kingdom Hearts streamer to specifically a Mushroom 8 streamer, and I'm never gonna do it. It's not gonna be because I want to do it. It's gonna be because I can never ever get to 85. 85 is such a terrible number. It's so many hits. I don't know what they were thinking. when they made this. Like, actually, though, like, every single other mushroom is pretty easy. I know, like, 5 and 7 are going to be the hard ones, but that's a level 1 specific issue. It's not, like, if you're playing the game normally, it takes you, like, 20 minutes to do the other mushrooms, like, all put together, and then you're, like, just doing this one as the last one, and you're like, why is this so much harder than the other mushrooms? There's literally a different juggling minigame in Kingdom Hearts 2 where you have to get I want to glide there. There's a different juggling minigame in Kingdom Hearts 2 where you have to juggle the ball in the air for 100 hits, and it's so much easier because it doesn't just go flying away. Like, it goes up, and that's it. And it's super easy. It's a really, really easy minigame. Um, but this one's less hits, but it's just so much worse. Don't go through the door, please, Sora. I needed Donald there, and I didn't have him ready. Oh, Mushroom 8. I need Donald. He's my only hope. I really wish Donald's Comet's hits counted. Could you imagine if Donald's Comet hits counted? You would just use time. Yeah, Josh picked. Yep. You would just use Flare Force, and it would land like 85 hits on its own, and you'd be like, okay, well that was easy. Where is it? I suck so much. I'm so bad. The camera like whipped around because he was right above me. I'm so awful. I'm I'm just bad. I oh, please. I definitely should have practiced this so I don't like sit here for forever. But this is authentic, okay? He clipped on the friggin' bush geometry and fell underneath my Mushroom 8. This is why Axel's my least favorite character. This is I'm sorry, Axel's my least favorite character. It's solely because of Mushroom 8. Everything else about Axel, honestly, fantastic. He's like he's by far the most developed member of the organization for obvious reasons. Because he, betrays them and joins your side, so he's like, I thought he was gonna go flying. I did a full like 4 hit. Oh my gosh. He's like the character with the most character. Like, is it a different character? Maybe this is Axel's Heartless. I don't think the Mushroom 13 are supposed to be the organization's Heartless, but they could be. Aside from Mushroom 13. Like, that's the thing, is originally I was like, it's kind of interesting that it's just kind of taken for granted in Dream Drop Distance that you took out their Heartless at some point in order for them to be recompleted, right? It's just kind of taken for granted. But it's never really said... I should have used Donald earlier. It's never really said which Heartless are like the organization members, which is kind of interesting. It's kind of cool to theorize about. And originally it's like, oh, well, obviously it's the Mushroom 13. They're a group of Heartless, and they're pretty obviously supposed to be based around the Organization 13 members. Like, obviously these are their Heartless. But then there shouldn't be a 13th Mushroom, like if that was the case, because Sora's Heartless is just a shadow. Don't go through the door, please. I was too afraid of going through the door. Like, Sora's Heartless is just a basic shadow, like, as you know when you get turned into one in Kingdom Hearts 1. So if that's Sora's Heartless with Roxas as his nobody, like, Roxas doesn't have, like, Roxas, you already know of his Heartless counterpart, and so Mushroom 13 shouldn't, like, exist if the Mushroom 13 were actually supposed to be the organization members Heartless. I think Mushroom 13 are just, like, they don't actually have lore, they're just here. They're just like, what if we just had mini games? Because Kingdom Hearts 2 doesn't have enough mini games. Um, Although, honestly, if you were to get rid of any minigames, it would not be these ones. These are the good ones. Aside from Mushroom 8, who obviously sucks and is bad and is terrible and should never have ever been created. Hopefully I don't feel this way about Mushrooms 5 and 7, and they're like, not this bad. They're obviously gonna be, but, like, imagine if they aren't. Yes! Oh my gosh, we did it! Oh my god, it's over. No! I want to get to 99! It was almost a perfect score. But we did it! There's fans causing the characters. Honestly, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like they're just heartless that are they're just in the thing. I can't believe I almost got a perfect 99. Once you get to 99, it stops letting you hit him and he just falls over. Oh, that was supposed to be difficult. It okay, okay, okay. You know what? We did it. We're done. Mushroom 8. Who's 9? Demix. Okay, Demix is 9. Demix is easy. It's fine. We get to chill out with the Demix mushroom. Demix is gonna have a very similar strategy. It's a very similar mushroom. It's basically the Axle mushroom, but what if instead of juggling, it was you just have to hit him within a fast enough time frame? Um, and it's so much easier. It's so much nicer. It's so much better. Because basically, here's Demix's mushroom. It's fought in the same place you fought Demix, kind of like Zaldan's, but unlike Zaldan's, this one has more connections. He's gonna dance. He's gonna spin around in circles, and the more you hit him, the longer he spins, and you just have to hit him enough times before he stops spinning. So it's gonna be the same thing. You cast heal, you start you start doing an air combo, and then you just keep him spinning. I don't know how many hits you need, but it's not a ton. This actually I don't think is fast enough to get a perfect 99. Never mind, it totally is. Okay, well there's a perfect 99. Yeah. Yeah, that's Mushroom 8 if it was easier. It's like the same sort of concept, but just on the ground instead of the air. Um, I think you need less hits. I think you actually only need like 80, but it's a perfect 99. Cool. He stops spinning faster the more hits you've landed, but it doesn't matter at all. I'm actually gonna check if you needed less hits or not, because I'm kind of curious. 75. You need 10 less hits. 10 less hits than Mushroom 8 for that. Is what? Oh my gosh. Um. Anyway, so that was Mushroom 9. 10 we're gonna skip for now and go to 11. Um, which is Marluxia's mushroom. Yeah, and that's also gonna be it for Fatal Crest for a bit. So we're gonna swap it out for Fenrir because I want the negative combo, and we can put back on the MP haste, but we're gonna get rid of combo pluses because we want short combos for this guy. Um, yeah, what the heck? um, so Mushroom 11. This is Mushroom. Yeah, Mushroom 11 is it's Marluxia's mushroom, and so you're gonna see he's got a number over his head, just like the one that Marluxia puts above you in his boss fight. And every time you hit him, it goes down by one, just like how Marluxia's boss fight works. And you've got to get his number to 0 within, I think it's 20 seconds. Um, so yeah. Also, I'm gonna get rid of Donald's. Hold on, just because I'm gonna accidentally press this and it's gonna be so sad. Get rid of that. And get rid of that, and you can get Lucky Lucky back because I have more item grinding to do at some point. Um, so yeah, so the idea for this is Wisdom Form's finishing hit is a whole bunch of shots, and yes, he does jump around. um, this one is harder at level 1 because you don't get the second negative combo ability, but it shouldn't be that bad. Okay, Goofy is tanking all of these hits for the mushroom. Oh my gosh. Yep, that was too slow. I'm pretty sure it's 20 seconds, so we were a quarter of a second off. If Goofy didn't just sit there in my way blocking shots for the mushroom, then that probably would have been it. I don't need to leave and re-enter. My form gauge is doing fine. I can just do this. Okay. This one shouldn't be that bad. I mean, that was pretty close already, right? So, and I missed a whole ton of shots. Without Fenrir, you do more like shorter shots as opposed to like your like backflip one where you shoot a whole bunch of times. So you just get less hits off. Oh my gosh. Is it? Yes. Yeah, this is a Timeless River. Um, Pete should be over here somewhere. Yeah, here's Pete and like Oswald the Rabbit. No, Oswald the Rabbit's not here. But or wait, is he? No, he's not. Okay. He's like the one that's not here. But yeah, that's what this road's supposed to be. It's in the past. Like that's Pete like before he became evil, basically. Um, you do beat the crap out of him though because you mistake him for modern day evil Pete. Okay, this is an awful attempt. I'm just whiffing like so many shots. I gotta be like farther away from him so the shots don't whiff. Yeah, that wasn't great. Now I'm gonna leave in re-entry. You love Oswald? Yeah, Oswald is like the one who's not here. Um, basically. See, people are like saying that Oswald should show up as like a counterpart to Mickey or whatever because he wasn't here, and so it's kind of like mysterious. But all right, that's totally fine. I mean, I've done most of what I want to do anyway. There's only a couple mushrooms left. I'm honestly, you know, if the other ones don't take as long as I think they will, then maybe this won't be awful. And it might not take that long, but that's totally fine. Wait, that wasn't fast enough? Wait, what? Hold on. How fast do you need to be? Exactly. The mushrooms are great. How fast do you... Hold on, I gotta check. I thought it was 20 seconds, and that was... It's 19 seconds. Oh my gosh. This game. This game sometimes, though. It's 19 seconds. 8 is your favorite? Well, you know what? You have bad taste. 8's actually fine. Honestly, okay. 8 is one of my favorite ones because it's challenging. Um, like the other one, like most of them are super easy. Like Mushroom 3 and stuff, like they're super easy. They're not that interesting. 3 is my favorite because he's actually hard. Or not 8, or I said 3. 8 is one of my favorite ones because it's actually difficult. That's fair. Very fair. I'm also doing so bad at this. No, I was 0.11 seconds off. You'll stay until it shows up. Yeah, that's fair. Hopefully the soup is good. And that you start feeling better. The reason why I leave and re-enter is just to reset Wisdom Form with my drive gauge maxed out again. I can't believe I was 0.11 seconds off. So sad. This is easier when you're not at level 1 because you have a second negative combo, so you do the rapid shots more often. It's not that big of a deal, though. I just have to make sure I'm actually, like, landing all the hits. No, dude, I thought... Oh my gosh. I thought I was done. He jumped away, and it was far enough away where it locked off, and I thought it locked off because he was defeated, not because he was too far away. But he had 3 left. Well, that was unfortunate. Sora, you gotta land those hits, please. Gosh dang it, dude. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's a bad attempt. I just whiffed like so many of those shots. There's probably better strategies for level 1. I'm just using the strategy I use not at level 1, which is worse because, you know, I'm at level 1. There's probably way better strategies you can use. But I've come 0.11 seconds off after like, and I even whiffed a couple shots on that attempt. Like, it's definitely doable. That was a bad start because he jumped way back there. Nope. Half a second off. It's fine. Like, Mushroom 8 I'd like better than this one, at least. This one's just kind of like, I don't know what else I can really be doing better. It's just like weird spacing stuff to try and get all your shots to land. Like how those all just whiffed.
And how those all just whiff. This is not a good attempt. It actually was almost a good attempt. Man, this is... After that almost won, it's like kind of crazy because I felt like that was bad. Him jumping towards me there sucked. Him jumping towards me there... Oh, dude. If he didn't jump straight at me, I think that would have won. Just because him jumping straight at you means that all the shots that you shoot as he's jumping are, like, guaranteed to miss. Yeah. Hopefully you start feeling better.
Give me strength.
Dude, you gotta stop jumping straight at me, please. Okay, there we go. Cool. Alright, that one's done. Just 4 left to go. And the next one is identical to being a level 1. It should be a first try pretty easily. It's Larxine's Mushroom. It's also going to be Wisdom form. Oh, oh yeah. Yeah, that'd be rough if you were still sick then. So yeah, so Larxine's Mushroom is just, she's just gonna teleport to make a bunch of clones all around her, like, just all around this room, and you just have to kill enough of them within a time limit. This is, I'm gonna actually reset. The one clone showed up right between me and the rock. I just shot, like, so many shots into a wall for no reason. I'm just gonna leave and re-enter. Just start that back over again. I shouldn't be using Fenrir, though. That, like, okay, actually, yeah, no, hold on. This one's supposed to be easy. I'm just sucking massively. I'm just gonna, I want Fenrir gone, back to Alta Weapon, and I want to re-equip my combo pluses. Because unlike the Marluxia one, your combo finisher here is actually pretty bad. At doing this. You want to do like more like spread out shots instead of like your combo finisher, because your combo finisher is all going to be aimed towards like one of them. I don't know how many you need to hit in time. I don't know why all those hits were curving to the sides. Sora, like, pull yourself together. Oh my gosh, curl up higher. Thank you. I don't think I got nearly enough, I feel like. Or did I? No, I did not. Okay. Alright, bye. Yeah. The rest of the stream should be okay. I mean, I know I'm saving the bad ones for last, but, you know. It's 40. I was at 37. Okay, so that was pretty close. I just gotta do a little bit more. Are you, going to college, like, out of state, or are you still in the, like, general area? I don't actually know. I'm assuming because you're moving in that you're not, like, Oswego? Okay. Yeah.
Give me strength.
So at least if something does go wrong, like, it, it's, like, you know, you're not that far away. Yeah, this attempt is going so much better. Oh my gosh. Where the heck are all the guys going? No, come on, I was one off. For scholarship reasons, you have to live on campus all 4 years. That makes sense. Would you, like, commute every day if you didn't have to be on campus? Because I feel like commuting every day would get pretty obnoxious. And you'd probably regret that kind of fast. Okay, this should definitely be it. I mean, I've got so much time left to get 3 more. Alright, there we go. Dude, how did I fail this after, like, absolutely destroying it this time? I mean, I was a little bit confused like, plus Oswego freshman. Oh, okay. I did not know that about Oswego. I knew that about, no, that's not even true here. If I'm out of state, I have to live with on-campus housing. I can't go to, like, the off-campus housing, but... Required to live on campus for the first 2 years. That's kind of crazy. That's 2 years, though, of required, like, living on campus. In my opinion, that seems kind of nuts. But I guess I'm just used to how my college is, where I'm pretty sure your first year you have to live in on-campus housing if you're out of state. If you're in state or maybe in the area, I don't know how, like, if you're like, because Florida's kind of big, right? But like, so I don't know how far away you're allowed to be, but you don't have to if you're close enough. And then once you're done being a freshman, like you can get like an apartment in the area or go to like off-campus housing. Yeah. So anyway, this is Mushroom 7. There's a reason why I skipped it. We're going to completely change the setup. We're going to put Fatal Crest on final form because it has the highest magic stat in combination with the Ulti Weapon as the 2 highest magic stat Keyblades in the game. And in terms of accessories, we are going to use, this is why I made so many of them, all 5 slots are going to be full blooms, which means I'm going to have to remove some of my, or not full blooms, they're going to be shadow archives. The full blooms are for the other, are for the next mushroom, or for mushrooms 5 and 10. That's why I made so many of them, because they give the highest magic out of any accessory, with 3. Wow. So I'm gonna have to remove a bunch of my abilities because Executive's Ring gives me so many ability points. So what do I not need? I don't think I need Combo Master. Oh boy. High jump. I guess a lot of these ones, but these ones are kind of hard to remember that I'm using them. I guess I can just give like all the Lucky Luckies and the draws and form boost. Cool. No, I need form boost. Never mind. That's actually required. Air combo plus. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So Mushroom 7. The reason why I want a bunch of Shadow Archives and high magic stat is because he's gonna flail around like that and hit you, and you have to just deplete his health bar, and you have to deplete his health bar in 10 seconds, which is not a lot of seconds for level 1. So optimally, you go final form, so you're dual wielding Keyblades, and then I don't have Reflect active because I'm from when I was fighting Mushroom 6. Hold on. Bad start, bad start. And you spam midair reflex. It's like the highest magic damage output you can get. You can get higher damage outputs, but because he's flailing around at you, it's like
it's the highest damage output you can get with an like active hitbox enemy. Um, because most enemies aren't that. um, but yeah, let me just put my main setup back on. Okay. So this is pretty rough to do in 10 seconds level 1. Like it's very very difficult. I've heard. But you basically just do this. And that was pretty close. The problem is that like it's not gonna be getting better. Like those last like that last second is like brutal to shave off. Um, so I've heard. I just gotta wait for my MP to come back. That's why I'm just kind of waiting. So that's Mushroom 7. And I picked Strength at the start of the game because at the start of the game you get to pick one um, stat to gain an extra point in, and I picked Strength. If I picked Magic, this would be slightly easier. Um, yeah, if I picked Magic, that would make this slightly easier than it actually is going to be. But because I picked Strength, Mushroom 5 is going to be easier than if I had picked Magic. Like, at the start of the game, whether you pick Strength or Magic basically makes no difference at level 1. And at any level. I guess it matters because it determines what order you unlock abilities as you level up. The one extra point in Strength and one extra point in Magic is such like a nothing thing. It really doesn't matter. Um, the only reason why it matters is because specifically, it's basically deciding whether you want Mushroom 5 to be slightly easier than it otherwise could be, or Mushroom 7. If you pick Defense, you're just shooting yourself in the foot. There's no reason to pick Defense. You're going to die immediately anyway to everything. And it just makes both of them as hard as they could be. So Mushroom 5 should be not necessarily easier than Mushroom 7, but easier than if I had picked Magic. Um, Whereas Mushroom 7, this is like the harder version of it than it could have been. Okay, quarter of a second off. That's actually pretty close. Honestly, I'm getting closer than I expected to as fast as I am. But the last quarter, like, the closer you get to 10 seconds, the harder it is to shave off. I think the fastest possible time you could, like, ever get picking Strength at the beginning is, like, 9.8 seconds or something like that. And if you pick Magic at the beginning, it's, like, 9.7. Like, it doesn't make that big of a difference. Um, okay, that was one of those awkward moments where he gets pushed away from you, and you just immediately start over if he does that. Okay, we're getting there. Oh boy. Yeah, it might be this for a while. Mushroom 10 is going to be easier than this. The only reason why I didn't do Mushroom 10 yet is because the same setup I'm using for Mushroom 5, I want to use for Mushroom 10. And it just means I only have to change my setup once. Like, after this, I'm going to go beat Mushroom 10. It shouldn't be that hard, hopefully. And then we'll move on to Mushroom 5. Okay, that was an immediate fail because I didn't jump before reflecting. The reason why you jump before reflecting is because it gives you less ending lag, so you can reflect again earlier. Oh, that was going well, and then I choked at the very end there. That was an unfortunate ending. I think that could have been it if I didn't screw up the ending part. Whew. Oh boy. Yeah, so my idea, the goal is to kill it in under 10 seconds. Basically, is the goal. Um, and my idea, like yesterday, I was like, oh, I should practice so I have experience with this strategy. Because when you're not playing at level 1, you don't need the... Okay, that was bad. Like, you don't need this strategy to beat it when you're not at level 1. You can just, like, fight it normally. And you'll do so much damage. You can easily kill it in under 10 seconds. Um, but I was kind of like, oh, I can go on my level 99 account and practice the strategy, right? Okay, that was only point 0.1 off. That's pretty close. We're getting there. I don't, somewhere I lost some time, I guess. But it's basically just trying the same thing over and over again. Like, I don't know what exactly causes the very slight changes in time, other than, like, slightly more precise, like,
quick on the inputs. Um, but yeah, I was like, oh, I'll practice it at level 99. This will be good because now I'll like know what I'm doing going into it, and it won't take like forever. And then I went in, and the thing is, at level 99 with this strategy, you kill him in like 2 seconds. Like actually, it's like he'd be dead like now. Okay, ow. So it's like it didn't really help. Like I guess you do a couple of the tiny reflect hops, but you have no way of knowing if you're actually timing them as quickly as possible or if you're timing them slightly slow, and it just doesn't matter because your damage output is just so high that he dies in like 3 seconds anyway. Um, and it's the same thing as Mushroom 5. I killed him in like 2.3 seconds on my level 99 account. I was like, holy crap. Dude, I'm so bad. Um, and it was kind of nuts that it was so fast. Because my earlier record for Mushroom 5 was like 6 seconds something. And that's just using like really easy, like, jump, Sora! Oh my gosh, please. Just using really easy, like, final form Firaga spam, and he just dies. Unfortunately, at level 1, it's not anywhere close to killing him fast enough. But, yeah. So the reason, like, the thing I'm doing is basically just the highest damage output you can, the highest DPS you can get against this guy to try and kill him in time. Yeah, no, that was pretty slow. So yeah, mushroom. Yeah, this is the third to last mushroom, and then mushroom 10 should be easy. It's just kind of a warm up for mushroom 5, and then mushroom 5 is going to be basically just this bad, if not slightly worse. So oops.
Let's go.
Well, that was going well, and then I screwed up the very last one. I've gotten 1.1, or not 1.1, 10.1. Like, surely it shouldn't be too much longer now before I get the rest. Because 10.1 basically means that you did, like, every single one perfect except for, like, two. And you're allowed to, like, mess up, like, one. I think. I don't know. I don't even know what messing it up really entails. I guess that, where he just clocks you. That would be messing it up. Oops.
Let's go.
Dang it. I think if I did like a thunder there, that might have actually been slightly faster. I don't think it would have been fast enough, though. I should be casting heal, though. I want to just deplete the rest of my magic as fast as possible so it recharges sooner. Just so there's less waiting around between attempts. I know I've got like 50-something drive recoveries from how many attempts it took me to beat Mushroom 8. So I'm not going to have to worry about running out of drive recoveries and therefore having to like manually refill my drive between attempts because that would be awful, but... Oh, come on. Gosh dang it. Yeah. Yep. This is bad. Um, it's honestly, I think for me, this one will be harder than Mushroom 5. This will probably be the hardest one. I mean, unless Mushroom 8 ends up being the longer one, which would be kind of sad, but whatever. Just because Mushroom 5 is basically just spam clicking. Um, there's more to it than that. It's like spam clicking, but also like a weird like movement angle and stuff, and like camera. Um, but it's basically just spam clicking. 10.2? Oh, so close. Whereas this one is more like it's more like you have to time the actual inputs to try and optimize it. You'll see when we get to Mushroom 5. It's just spam clicking. And because I'm on mouse, I can jitter click, so it shouldn't be that bad. If I was on controller, it would be so much worse. um, but on mouse and jitter clicks, like, we should be fine. We should be fine. That was a sad, sad attempt. Oh, come on. Yeah, like I said when we got 10.1, installs autoclick. Yeah, basically. Like I have a controller with a turbo button. I feel like using that would obviously just be cheating. And I don't think I'll need it. It wouldn't be useful for this. It would be useful for Mushroom 5. This is 7. But when we get there, like, yeah, basically. 10.2, again. Yeah, the fact that we're getting like the same times like over and over again is basically because I keep screwing it up like in the same like amount on the same amount of like reflex. It's basically just having it be like slightly tighter input timing. Like I'm reflecting too slow after jumping or jumping too slow after reflecting. Um, it's one of the two. I don't know which. Honestly, they all look the same to me. Or, I mean, we're talking about like fractions of a second. That felt like it was going really well, and then I screwed up near the end. If he pushes you into the water, it also sucks because the water is slower down than the platform. So it's like it takes you slightly longer to land, and that slightly longer like might matter, you know, when it's this close. So if he pushes you towards the water, kind of sucks. You don't really have any control on what direction you're moving in. All you can do is be on this side of him and hope that you stay on this side of him because he always pushes you like backwards. Nope, that was awful. Great. Just immediately fails. Okay, that was the exact same mistake in the exact same time. Again, fantastic. It's because I'm pressing jump too early after reflecting, and it's before I'm landing on the ground again. So it's just not. It's just eating my jump input and not actually jumping. You can buffer slightly, but I'm hitting it slightly too early, even for the buffer. So, like that's why I'm just sitting on the ground. You're shitting me. How are you gonna make me 100th of a second too slow, game? If you get exactly 10.00, that counts, by the way. So 10.01 is the closest you can possibly get without succeeding. And that feels so bad. Like, actually, how are you gonna give me... Also, I'm using 2 drive recoveries when I only need to be using 1. I've been, like, wasting a drive recovery, like, every time. How are you gonna give me 10.01? Oh my god. Okay, well, if I picked magic at the beginning... 10.08, well, you know, I mean that's 2 in a row that are faster than like what the previous fastest was. It was 10.1. Now we got 10.01 and 10.08. It's just pretty close. Ay, 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 ay. Nope, that was bad. Well, it wasn't bad, but it was, you know, 10.23. Pretty embarrassing if you ask me. Oof. Now I've got to use 2 drive recoveries. Every other time I've got to use 2 drive recoveries.
Give me strength.
Ow. Can't believe you actually got that punch off. That was kind of nuts.
Heal.
Oh, okay. It won't be much longer. Hopefully, probably, definitely. Remind me to go eat dinner soon. I will. Yeah, I can remind you to do that. It's 7:10 right now. Okay. Um, if all goes well, then hopefully, you know, I'll be done with this by then. Okay, it's not going well. That was that was bad. 10.1. Dude, how? I can't believe I got 10.01. It's so sad. Like, it's worse than getting 84 out of 85 hits against Mushroom 8, and that'd be really bad.
Give me strength.
Nope, jumped too early. Dang it. Burp, 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 burp. Little squishy mushroom sounds. .06. Come on, game. You got to give it to me sooner or later. Whew. How is this gonna happen? I've gotten less than a tenth of a second off 3 times now. It hurts. No, I messed up the last one. No. I can't. Oh, he was pushing me towards the stairs too. That was gonna be so good. Honestly, I think it actually would is a difference. I have an audio tool that's 2 years old and still selling them. Is this in the software development thing? That's. I mean, people would love to a million every day. Yeah. Okay. I was like, there's no way that you're just like making a bit like yeah. I didn't leave the room and re-enter it. Um. I mean, even if it was like brand new, selling a million a day would be nuts. Yeah, exactly.
Give me strength.
Oh, I messed up the last one again. Are you kidding? Dude, when I mess up the last one and I still get like 10.15, I'm like, if I didn't mess up that last one, it would have been it. Probably. It honestly probably would have been if I didn't mess up like the very last one. Especially if he pushes you towards these stairs. You want him to push you towards these stairs because just like how the water is slightly lower, the stairs are slightly higher. And when you're a hundredth of a second off, like I was that one time, if he pushed me towards the stairs, like that would have made the difference and I would have had it. And then sometimes you do that. Nope. Your audio tool has a sequel? So what do audio tools have sequels? Like I get updates, but like, I know. I feel like most software
Let's go.
just gets like an update. Like it doesn't get like a whole like second version of it. No, I messed up the last one again. Gosh dang it. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah. I feel like most software just gets updates. I'm trying to think of like any software that just has a 2, and I can't. There's probably some. I just can't think of any. I'm not like super knowledgeable about like a ton of different software, but you know. No, dang it. Get out of my face. Let me leave the room, please. That is the game aren't that advanced. The only tech level increases in bug fixes. Oh, okay. So you can't add new. Okay, that makes sense.
Light.
Yes! 9.95! Yes! Okay, it's over. Alright, Mushroom 7's done. I guess you can go eat dinner now. um, oh yeah. Alright, cool.
Mushroom 7's, yeah, you're free to go. You're not forced to watch me anymore. You could go have food. You don't have to starve to death. Like, locked up, forced to watch me until I beat Mushroom 7. Um, I don't know how long it's gonna take me to beat Mushroom 5. Mushroom 10 should be fast, like I've been saying. So, you know, I might not be live by, like, much longer after this. So, yeah. I do have to change my setup, though. We want Fenrir because it has the highest melee damage. This is basically the same thing as the magic setup, but for melee damage instead. I don't need to do my abilities, I need to do my items. So it's like all the Shadow Archives, we want full blooms, because they're basically the melee equivalent of a Shadow Archive. Alright. This is the actual highest DPS you can get at level 1, is what we're going to be doing against Mushrooms 10 and Mushrooms 5. The only reason why you don't do it against Mushrooms 7, I for the sake of telling my grandma about the short story, now she's asking about it? Oof. That's pretty funny. Yeah. The reason why you don't do the this setup against Mushroom 7 is because he actually fights back. If Mushroom 7 didn't like flail around and hit you if you got close to him, then you would be able to do this and he could be so much easier. He'd basically just be an easier version of Mushroom 5. But because he like flails and is a damage box instead of just a static hitbox, it like you have to do the reflect strats instead. It's the highest CPS you can get against Mushroom 7. Mushroom 10 is Luxord's Mushroom. So he's gonna make a bunch of clones of himself and shuffle, and you just have to track the right one. I believe it's 50 seconds is the cutoff to take him down in. And if you hit the right one, then you get a brief period of time where you can attack him, and that was really shit. Turns out I am bad at this. Which is bad, because this is what I'm gonna have to do against Mushroom 5. Yeah, this is what the jitter clicking's for. I need to be significantly better, though. Oh my gosh. It would also help if I didn't position myself in a way where I'm taking up half the screen. Yeah, okay. If you hit the wrong one, then it just skips it. So I need to be so much better at this strategy. Oh my gosh. That was really the wrong one. Wow, I'm just bad. Okay. This is definitely a fail. Yeah, so the idea is that every time you start gliding, you deal damage, and so if you just jump and then spam the glide buttons like this, then you're like constantly dealing damage. The reason why you don't use it against any boss or any like practical aside from the mushrooms is because the mushrooms don't fight back. Like Mushroom 5 and Mushroom 10, they're not gonna fight back, they're just gonna sit there. Bosses will absolutely just clock you in the face if you try and do that. So, like, Cerberus is the only boss I did it against because it was in the time limit cup. And, yeah, it turns out I'm awful at it. It's hard to, like, line yourself up to actually, like, deal the damage. So, sometimes.
Light.
It'll just take a little bit of practice. This is the easier one, though, than Mushroom 5, so I've heard. In terms of, like, actually executing this strategy. Although, Mushroom 5, I'm I was gonna say I'm just gonna start over. Like half of them went off screen, and I thought they were gonna stop shuffling way earlier than that. Mushroom 5 only requires you to like get in the right position for the strategy once, and then just start jitter clicking. Mushroom 10 requires you to do it like multiple times. So me being bad at setting it up, honestly, this might end up being worse than 5. I doubt it though. See, like that, I don't know why that wasn't damaging him. Come on, dude. I'm so awful. Yeah. I'm also apparently really shit at just tracking the right one. Like, I should only have to track them like 4 times with like proper execution of the glide strats. I just don't have proper execution of the glide strats. But you know,
That's how it is. I don't need to be leaving and re-entering the world every time. Like, I have enough drive recoveries. It really shouldn't matter. Mushroom 10 might actually be easier on controller than keyboard, just because it's probably easier to line yourself up for it. And you don't have to spam as fast. Whereas Mushroom 5, like, you gotta spam way faster than Mushroom 10. So keyboard's probably easier. I don't know, though. I'm just a keyboard player for most things. That was the wrong... Are you shitting me? I'm so bad. Really? Yeah, exactly. Keyboard's so much better. It would help if I didn't have to be in final form where Sora takes up like a giant chunk of the screen. Like, and also it would help if I wasn't awful. Okay, that was good. That was a whole like health bar off in one. And the first time you stun him is the shortest duration. Okay, that was good too. That was a health bar and a half. Okay, if I can kill him on this next one, I think I can get it in time. I immediately lost him. I suck. I'm just gonna guess. I guessed wrong. Dang it. Well, okay, I'm not gonna do it in time then. Use it for mostly everything now? Yeah. Okay, I'm just shit. If I got that last one, I think it would have been enough. I think I could have gotten the rest of it within the time limit, which I think is 50 seconds. I'm actually gonna check. It might be 55, in which case, like, nice. I'm just not that good at, like, actually tracking him, which is pretty sad. He's not that fast. It's 55. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that was already pretty close. If I didn't mess up the actual, like, shuffling minigame, I probably would have just won on that attempt. And then it's off to Mushroom 5. I thought you would left to eat dinner once I beat Mushroom 7, to be honest. But yeah.
Light.
Oh, you are eating. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Sorry. Do 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 do. The first shuffle is so slow. Okay, that was good. I think he's the one that went left immediately. I really should, like, lock off. Just because it's honestly kind of bad to have, like, the big blue circle on him that then, like, goes away immediately. It's kind of hard to see exactly what he does right at the start. Oh, that was bad. Come on, Sora, spam a little faster, won't you? No, please. Come on, dude. Oh, that was... Okay, well... It's already past 55 seconds. So close. I was just a tiny little bit of... I choked on, like, the positioning and started missing with the glides. I need to... It was, like, 2 clicks away in the spamming. Alright, this shouldn't be that bad. I'm getting better at, like, positioning myself to spam click him. And intentionally locking off before he starts shuffling is honestly making it easier. Because it forces you to lock off once the shuffling starts. But having, like, the big blue circle on him right when they start shuffling, it was doing stuff to me. I just couldn't handle it. It's... Ugh.
Let's go.
But being this far back kind of sucks. It's the middle one. That was not great. I've gotten like twice as much damage off the start as that before. That was also not great. I'm doing pretty bad here. I don't know if it's possible to win from now. Or if I should just be resetting already. Dude, move into position! I didn't try to hit that one. I was aiming for the. Oh my gosh. You got robbed before your first product went out? Oof. I can't believe I was literally like pseudo locked onto the one that I was actually trying to go for, and then Sword just like went and hit the other one. Gosh dang it, game. It's okay. That was a really bad start anyway, so.
Let's go.
Yeah, no. Okay. The two I thought they were done shuffling, and then the two that were still shuffling just went off screen, and I just had to guess out of the two. Guess wrong. Of course, lost to 50-50. Because why wouldn't I? Ah, not great. Okay, that was pretty decent. That was fast shuffling, which I appreciate. They didn't take like forever to shuffle. If I can get it in this next one, that'd be awesome. Come on, dude, just die. Yes! Okay, there we go. Mushroom 10's done. I'm at a point where my audio tools ran out of customers and none of my other things are ready to release. It's run out of customers. Like, too many people bought it, so there's like, everyone just has it now? Like, what do you mean it ran out of customers? I feel like it couldn't have just like died. You said that you were still selling like $1 million worth like constantly. No, the operating systems it's on. Oh, okay, I see. That's tough. Okay, this is the final mushroom. Mushroom 5. Mushroom 5 is actually just the DPS test. The only thing Mushroom 5 does is sit there floating. As you can see, he just floats. In fact, he also regenerates health. You can see his health bar immediately refilling.
Yeah.
And you have to kill him in 10 seconds, just like Mushroom 7. So this is the jitter click one, basically. It's the same strats that Mushroom 10 was, just instead of watching the shuffling, he's just gonna sit there. And that's it. Then how's your record 1 minute? Okay. If you kill him in if you like I killed him in 12 seconds. Um and it doesn't give you credit. There's like different tiers of success, and it's like if you do it within like I don't know what you need for the consolation prize, but there's basically a consolation prize. After a minute 40, he just gives up and it makes you stop, but it still puts that down as your record, which is kind of funny. Um, the reason why I have that record, so now my record's 12 seconds, right? Yeah. The reason why I have that record is because grinding Valor Form levels up. You gain Valor Form levels by landing hits, and so I just sat here, I did this, and then I went to Valor Form and just landed hits on him, and then eventually once like a minute 20 or whatever it was passes, then it just ends. Um,
Give me strength.
so that's why that was my record. Oh, dude, I slipped off of him. Yeah, well, that was going well, and then I died. Or I didn't die, but I slipped. I failed. Yeah. So basically, like you can still deplete his health bar and get like a minor prize if you're not under 10 seconds. But in order for it to like count as you actually like completing his minigame, you have to do it in under 10 seconds or 10 seconds or under. If we get exactly 10.00, then that's good enough. Well, 10.58, you know, we're getting there. Half a second off. I apologize that you can probably hear my jitter clicking, and it's probably not great. So, sorry about that. That's I don't have a mic. I'm using my like crappy duct tape together headphones mic. I got 10.01 against Mushroom 7, and yeah, it hurt. Hopefully that doesn't happen again against this, because that would be so painful for it to happen against both of the like difficult mushrooms, right? Ah, bad start. Ah. Yeah, see, he gives like a little bit of stuff because he got pretty close. He gives better rewards if you actually like succeed. And then if you get a perfect score, which I don't know what perfect score is against this guy because like there's not necessarily a perfect score. Then you get like even better rewards, but you don't need a perfect score for it to like. Okay, this is going bad. You get better rewards, but you don't need a perfect score for it to count as you beating the minigame. Like I said, like against Mushroom 8, the juggling one, you have to get 85 hits to succeed. If you get all 99 hits, you get better rewards. Um, but you don't need 99 hits for it to like count. Like Mushroom 8 has been completed even though I got to 90, I didn't get like a perfect 99. And I don't really care about the better rewards. Yeah, that was a bad attempt. I feel like I'm bad at jitter clicking with right click. Like if this was a left click jitter click, I'd be better at it. But right click jitter clicking is like a little bit weirder for me. I'm just not as used to it. Because when you're, you know, when you're playing cookie clicker, you're not right clicking. And what else are you jitter clicking other than playing cookie clicker? Let's be real here.
Let's go.
Oh my god. Nope, this is bad. That's a bad attempt. That was awful. The first like 2 seconds of your 10 are basically wasted because he's like laying down, and so you can't like nuzzle yourself into his side during it. Yeah. Oh boy. I might unequip high jump if this even like matters. I don't know if this matters. I don't think it does. Oh, I did. Okay, well, cool. Good for me. I don't think that matters because it's not like you like I'm in final form, so it's not like I have like the double jump or the air slide or whatever in final form. So I don't think I have high jump either. Um, but you know, just in case, I could have unequipped it, I guess. Ah, it's so much jerk clicking. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally okay. This one has a lot like wider like variance than Mushroom 7 did. Mushroom 7 was mostly like you had to do perfect like buffered inputs. This one is like there's a lot more variance that goes into it in terms of like possible like times and stuff. And also I'm just bad. Oh boy. And maybe I shouldn't have done this one last. I was good. I saved this one for last because I assumed it would be the hardest. And so it's like, you know, a big finale one. But honestly, like, you know, my hand was less tired about an hour ago. 7 skill 5 is RNG. It's not RNG. Like by variance I mean like you can mess up in more ways and have it like you're clicking way more and it's purely based on how fast you can click. Um Whereas 7 is like more precise, so it's like if you mess up like on 7, it's like there's less things to mess up, so usually like each mistake counts for like the same amount. But with jitter clicking, it's like you can, you know, there's so many clicks you can like be slightly unoptimal on a fair amount and stuff like that. Okay, well. It does feel like RNG sometimes. Just because, like, yeah, I can only click so fast. I might switch my keybinds to make it left click instead of right click. I feel like that would be easier for me to do.
Let's go.
It would mess with a ton of other stuff, but like, ah. The problem is it's not just jitter click. Like, you land on the ground occasionally because you can't glide forever, and then you gotta like re-jump and try and keep yourself nestled. Put the scroll. I could put the scroll. I don't know how fast. I now I'm. Hold on. Now I'm just curious. Wait. I might actually. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I can't put it to scroll wheel. Okay. Well, I'm gonna switch it to left click though, because I think this will be easier.
Give me strength.
Okay. I suck. Wait. What the heck? Wait. Hold on. What is happening? Why is it? No. Okay. What? That was weird. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Okay. This is weird. No, this is so weird. I'm gonna try it like this for a little bit, but this is weird. I don't know why Sora just started doing like a regular combo. Ah. Yeah. No. Okay. Hold on. Oh, this is so bizarre. I've got to right click to select stuff in menus. Ooh. Ugh. Maybe this isn't actually easier.
Give me strength.
No! Yes! Oh my god! Okay, it's so much easier. I screwed up massively and still got it. Okay, cool. I did see the Silk Song news. That tomorrow, as soon as I have to leave for classes, there's going to be a big announcement. Because of course there would be, right? Um, okay, I'm switching my keybinds back before I die, and because that was weird. Switch to that. You're back to right click. Save settings. Yes. Okay, cool. Um, yeah, I messed up massively and still got it. So I'm definitely I'm clearly way better at jitter clicking with left click than right click. Um, just because, you know, I mean, obviously, the fact that I glided away from the mushroom and still got it is kind of nuts. But yeah, um, that's the Mushroom 13. They're done. That's it. It's over. It wasn't that bad. Honestly, I think Mushroom 8 took me the longest, which is so sad to say. It definitely took longer than 5. I think it took longer than 7. I could be wrong. But I think Mushroom 8 took the longest, which is so sad. No, the game's not over. um, this is one of the 3, like, major achievements. Now we go in and here comes Mushroom 13. Um, and he gives, well, some random stuff. Woohoo! I don't care about winner's proof. He gives proof of peace, and proof of peace is one of 3 proofs which are gotten for like major milestones. This is the first one. There's still 2 more. So yeah, it's still a bit. Um, but proof of peace, and then all the mushrooms ascend. There they go. Goodbye, mushrooms. Mushroom 8 sucks, but the rest were fine. Uh, Mushroom 8, oh my gosh. And now Sora has a little crown on his head. Yay. That's all the proof does. I am doing 100%, yeah. I beat the game like multiple streams ago. I'm just going for 100%. Um, at this point. because why stop it? Just beating the game. Like all this stuff is not like required to beat the game. It's just required for 100%. So Sora has a little bronze crown. If the next time we get a proof, which will be the proof of non-existence from beating the data organization, it'll turn it silver. And then once you get the final proof, which is proof of something, who friggin' remembers, for beating Lingering Will, then it turns gold. Um, but yeah, that's all I want to do for this stream, basically. Um, that was pretty chill. You don't have to do them in order. It doesn't matter what order you do them in. The first one you get will give you a bronze crown. Like if I went and beat Lingering Will before I beat any of the mushrooms, like it would give me a bronze crown. So with these guys, these are all the members of the organization. The red ones are the ones I've beaten. They're all boss fights basically. If you once you beat them all, then you get the next crown, and then Lingering Will is just another random boss, kind of like Sephiroth, where he's just there, but he's way harder than Sephiroth. Um, then you get the final crown, and that's it. That I no, I have to do the last few Olympus Colosseums. But that's it that I wanted to do today. I actually, for the first time ever, like got everything I wanted to get done on stream done. So that's kind of cool. That doesn't usually happen. It actually took around, yeah, basically. Every member of the organization has like a rematch. So the wind guy that like Mickey had to save me from twice, who like teleports close to you and has the wind shield, and like you fight him alongside Beast. There's a harder version of that fight because he's one of the organization members. That's typically considered the hardest one of the rematches, just because he's one of the harder bosses in the base game in the first place. Um, yeah, exactly. Sounds fun. It's basically just rematches against the base game bosses, like major bosses in the base game, but they have higher health and more damage and some AI tweaks and stuff. Not like major AI tweaks for most of them. But yeah, I already beat three because they're like the easy three. So when I unlocked them, I was like, oh, I might as well fight some of them. But yeah, that'll probably be like 2 or 3 streams from now. Because next stream I want to do the rest of the Olympus Coliseum stuff, because honestly that should be done by now. I've just been sitting on it and not wanting to do it. It doesn't even give you a little crown. And then after that I'll do the organization rematches. And then Lingering will be the last thing I do because he's the hardest boss. So of course he's going to be the last thing I do. And then that'll be it for level 1 Kingdom Hearts 2. And I don't know what I'm going to stream after that. So yeah. But anyway, thanks for watching those who did. Um, I actually got stuff done this stream. Kind of nuts. The entire Mushroom organization's been done, which is cool. Um, Kingdom Hearts 3 level 1. Yeah, so there's other Kingdom Hearts games, like Kingdom Hearts 3. I want to do Kingdom Hearts 3 level 1 at some point, but I'm probably going to do like the spin-off titles first, just because they came out first. And Kingdom Hearts 3 level 1 is the hardest game to do at level 1. Because there's additional stuff you can add with pro codes, and if I'm doing a level 1 run, I want to have the pro codes on too, because I'm not a wuss, and I'm, cool. And that's true, if Silk Song's supposed to come out soon, then. Um, yeah. But like the pro codes are stuff like you can't cast heal, your magic is like gradually draining over time. You can't use team like reaction command things, which aren't a thing in this game, but every now and then when you're like fighting a boss, Donald or Goofy will be all like, "Oh my gosh, like special move," and then you hit the special move button, and then you do a special move. Um, that's true. I could stream Clock Tower as well. I have to get a whole setup for that because it's kind of like in terms of what I'd actually be showing on screen. I might try and do like a whole fancy setup thing so it shows a little bit of Discord, and then also like you can actually see the grimoire at all times because that's probably important to see. um, yeah, we'll see. There's still a lot of stuff, and then yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 obviously as the hardest one to do at level 1. It's going to take the longest. It has the hardest bosses and stuff like that. I'd like to play Clock Tower again sooner rather than later. Um, and then yeah, Dream Drop Distance and Birth by Sleep you can also do at level 1, but like yeah, there's a couple of stuff. And then maybe Kingdom Hearts 4 will be out by then because hopefully there's something about it at some point. They announced it. It's like Silksong. They announced it a long time ago, and then there's been like nothing. Except that they recently canceled the Missing Link spin-off that was going to come out. They canceled that in like June. So I don't know if that means anything good or bad for Kingdom Hearts 4. Probably bad. But whatever. Anyway, um, yeah, thanks for watching. Uh,
Battlefield 6 streamer. I've never played Battlefield 6 or any other Battlefield, so you know, we'll see. There's other games, that I could stream other than Kingdom Hearts, and yeah, if Silksong's supposedly going to be coming out soon, um, so I'll probably stream that. At least something to do with that. I don't know if it'll be like my first playthrough, because I don't want to like walk around like an idiot not knowing what I'm doing. Although then again, how it's not that much different from what was happening with Mushroom 8, so maybe it wouldn't be that bad. But I'll definitely do like some content with Silksong. Um, yeah, at some point. But that's it for this stream. So thanks for watching, everyone who did. Beat the Mushroom 13. Next stream is going to be Olympus Coliseum, and then hopefully I can beat all of that, but that didn't exactly happen with the first Olympus Coliseum stream. Um, and then after that, it's data organization and lingering will. So yeah, I don't know when I'll be able to go live again. Probably this weekend. I don't think I'll be able to do so tomorrow or Friday, but who knows? I might be able to. I'm glad to see that the setup works great though. Like the connection was good the whole time, so that's awesome. So yeah. Anyway, I'll see you whenever I go live again, hopefully. And yeah, bye.